Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. So what is the Big 615? Well, simply put, it's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. Get the latest on country music from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. That means a whole lot more music and a whole lot more country. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. And I look forward to having you join me on the Big 615.
This is your country station.
The Big 615.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Steve, we may have a talking dog.
Awesome. It's
Maybe.
about time.
All right, you can check out the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, and you can see .com. You can see this video of a guy asking his dog to say, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he does it Macho Man style.
Macho dog.
But apparently the dog is delivering this on cue. Check it out.
Can I get a oh yeah? Nailed it. Oh yeah.
Okay, that is pretty legit.
I love that. Are you hungry? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. All right. You know what?
I like this. This is a guy who does not like dogs that's impressed by a dog.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give the dog credit.
We're off to a great Friday.
Yeah.
BJ likes dogs now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a. You know what? That's a real great move.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? We got to hear that again.
Yes, please.
We really do. This is a dog who actually sounds like he's saying, "Oh yeah."
Can I get a oh yeah?
Wow.
I would show up to any bar or restaurant that allows dogs and have my dog do that the entire night and probably get free drinks and free dog treats the entire evening.
You probably would.
Right?
I couldn't even fault that. I mean, that's a pretty impressive thing. I've never heard that before.
I feel like you could get the whole bar to do it with the dog, too.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of the night, everybody's favorite dog is that dog.
Oh, yeah.
Get to go to the bathroom? Oh, yeah.
And again, that video is up on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Feel free to debunk it. I mean, I don't know. It could be faked. I have no idea.
It's funny you say that because I was like, when I hear it, like if you didn't tell me it was a dog, I would think it was like a door hinge or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like,
Yeah.
I would think it's also another dude in the background going, trying to make it sound like he's a dog doing a human.
Excuse me, what?
Like that, yeah.
What kind of videos are you watching in your free time? Now I know why you like dogs all of a sudden.
Yeah, boy, that Bobcat Goldthwait movie we watched back in the day. That's the problem.
Sleeping Dogs Lie.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Danny doesn't know that movie, and you really shouldn't.
You know, this weekend? Oh, no, you get your daughter. Don't watch it this weekend.
Yeah, that would be... I don't know. Steve said to watch this. Oh, boy.
Zero. Big pass on that one.
right.
There we go. I just lost custody of my kid. That's great.
Didn't say hard pass for a reason. Big pass for a reason.
Wow. Yeah, good call. Yeah. So congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to the Oh Yeah dog. Go check him out on the BJ and Migs page of
Now, is that one of those things where he spent like weeks teaching this dog to do that, or did it just happen as like a happy accident that the dog was just mimicking a sound that he made?
I would hope he trained. If it's an accident, that's just like, really? You just accidentally just stumbled into that, huh?
I'd be pretty fired up because that requires less effort.
Yeah.
Well, that would be you.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's going to happen in your house.
Yeah, my wife would. That would be when she puts her foot down. She's like, Steve, for the last 4 months, you've been trying to get Lulu to say, "Oh yeah." It's not going to happen.
That would be wild, though. I wonder if it's just a particular dog, or could you train any dog to say, "Oh yeah"?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it looks like a pit bull.
Yeah.
So it's not a tiny dog.
I don't know if it's a pit bull.
Is that or some sort of terrierish looking thing?
No.
I don't know. What is that?
Poodle. Definitely a poodle.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a poodle.
Yeah, he's got one of those little sad floppy faces.
Could be a boxer mix.
Oh, it might be a boxer mix. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah. Anyway, he knows how to.
Oh yeah breed.
He's the oh yeah dog. All right. Well, again, congratulations to everybody involved. So we know that dog can do oh yeah. Apparently, though, there's this new poll where Americans, for some reason, believe that some of them believe, 20% believe that their fake British accent is actually good enough to fool an actual Brit.
Oh yeah, mine definitely.
Yeah. And
hello, would you like some crumpets and tea?
I'm here to tell you that it would not. They would not.
I bet you anything. If I go to England and I just start going, hello.
Oh yeah, you think?
Where's the bathroom?
All right, I'm willing to bet that. You know what? You
order me some crumpets and tea.
And Thai. They're gonna be like, well, maybe a Brit that's got a concussion. Yes, we might believe that, sir.
Like, there's no way this guy's faking it. Why would he think that this works?
Yeah.
Also, Danny, can you do a better English impression?
No, not at all. It was fantastic, yours. But mine is something like, can I get some tea and crumpets, please?
I think we're going
better.
To tea and crumpets.
Yours is better, Danny.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Well, he's whispering. No one's going to hear him in a bar asking for that.
Oh, you're going to be loud in the bar with the hello.
Yeah, the bartender's like, I can't hear you, sir. What do you want?
Well, the Brits are a lot more polite than Americans, so it's
is that
quiet.
it?
Yeah, we're a lot more proper.
I feel like BJ could do an English
I
accent.
feel like you haven't been to a bar where they watch football because they're not very. They're not very proper in there. But yeah, 19% go. Oh, you know what? My accent's really good. I can fool Brits. Men are a lot more cocky about this than women.
Of course,
as it were.
There's a shock.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Hello.
That's it.
That's it.
I think what I can do is I can do sometimes what you hear Brits do, like not so great Brits do an American accent, but it's very plain. Like it's just like, and you can tell they're trying to do an American accent because I watch a lot of British shows. So for me, I could do that. I could talk like this, and you'd think I'm being British, but I'm not sure I could fool anyone over there.
Yeah. I think mine's better.
Yours is totally not better than that.
I think if you and I went into a bar and we said, which one of us is British, they'd be like, oh, it's clearly the bald guy.
I'd be like, I'm very sorry for my mate over here.
Hello.
He's a bit knackered.
No need to apologize for me, mate. Give me some crumpets and tea.
Dropped as a child.
I'm watching some football. I reckon.
Yeah, got a problem with his John Thomas too, actually. Really, upstairs, downstairs, not working very well.
This flog over here needs to shut up.
This flog.
I have an Australian friend that uses that term.
All right.
It's about as good as it gets.
All right.
He says that's the only clean insult he can give to people.
All right. Well, we're in England, mate, but that's all right. Yeah. Nice to see you. All right. Having a bit of a row over here we are, over who's the best.
I don't know why this guy's so calm all the time. Hello.
Can we get me made a pint? Shut him up a little bit here.
Something Steve had a stroke halfway through it.
That's really what it is. If you sound like a Brit that had a stroke, yes, you win the impression.
Hello.
Congratulations.
That's all you keep saying, Steve.
Is that like Sling Blade in England?
It's the same 10 people in the bar, and Steve just starts.
Hello.
Hello, get me some of them fish and chips. Hello, Dan.
I want some bangers and mash.
Yeah. Hello.
Please.
All right, Dan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the. Mm-hmm. Hello.
You sound like a drunk Aussie.
Yeah, that's a Sling Brit. That's what we're going to call you. Sling Brit. That's your new name. Hey, 2 people, they got arrested because, well, a fast food place did not put cheese on their chicken sandwich.
Hello. I need some cheese on my sandwich.
My mate Steve, he's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today's a day to get out some paper, fold it a few times, and toss it at somebody. It's National Paper Airplane Day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to do our annual paper airplane race, which is always a fun time in the office.
We do this every year?
Yes, of course. Every year we go out in the other room and we just make some paper airplanes and see who can toss them the furthest.
Wow, I have no memory of this, but all right, let's do it.
Where have you been, man?
I don't think I've been here.
All right, it's also National Road Trip Day, so maybe you need to just get on the road and forget about it, BJ.
I plan to do that.
Where are you road tripping to?
To Linwood.
Crazy. Going to Alderwood Mall?
Oh, no, we're close, but yeah, I'm going to
play it against sports.
I'm going to my buddy's house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, I'm not going to the mall. I didn't mean to disappoint you. I guess I can go if you want me to.
No, I mean, while you're there, it's a nice mall.
Oh, Alderwood's great.
Yeah. All right, you're going on a road trip other than Linwood. Where are you guys going?
Astoria.
Okay, road trip. Yeah, you got to be in a car, obviously. You can't just get on a plane and go somewhere. Although I guess you could. I personally think that, you got to be on a vehicle.
Yeah, so what if I get in a car to go to a plane? Still doesn't count?
Nah.
All right, well, I'm just getting the rules
Unless
down.
it's in Linwood.
All right.
Danny?
Okay. I've always wanted to do a road trip from Seattle down to like San Diego.
Okay.
Just down the coast on the 101 and stop at all the burrito places on the way. Fantastic.
No time limits. Just enjoy the road trip.
Exactly.
Get a convertible.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. It's a great drive.
So I just want to go to Leavenworth. I like Leavenworth.
There you go.
So any reason to drive to Leavenworth, I'm all in for it. Or the Gorge. Very beautiful.
Okay. Those are good places.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this couple. Guy and a girl arrested. They went to a Wendy's in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
And, well, they assaulted the employees because they did not put cheese on their chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't blame them for being upset.
Well, they went to the drive-thru. They realized there's no cheese on our sandwich. What the hell is going on here? So they walk into the store, and instead of being rational, be like, hey, you guys forgot cheese on our chicken sandwich. I don't know, maybe this has happened a few times, and they hit their breaking point. They grabbed 2 Frosties, chucked them at the employees. Then they knocked over the cookie display, and while knocking it over, it hit a pregnant employee, which hurt her, which was like, okay, guys. Someone was filming it, an employee, of course. So one of the people, they grabbed that person by the hair, tried to take the phone. Eventually, the cops were called, and they were arrested, thankfully.
Wow, dude, what is happening?
No cheese on a damn chicken sandwich, man.
Yeah, man, this isn't good.
Well, here's some residents of Toledo responding to what they heard when it went down over at the Wendy's.
Oh my gosh. What kind of cheese were you missing?
Sounds a bit over the top. She might have really been having a bad day.
I think she could have just asked them to put some cheese on there.
Because you had a bad day.
Could you interview the lamest people about something that was really a bad thing? Those folks are they high?
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe she had a bad day. I don't know. That's a little over the top.
Maybe a little bit nicer over in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
The best part about this, the woman, I'm sure there's no relation, but for us locally, we all love Ezell's. Her name is Dominique Ezell. It's spelled exactly like Ezell's chicken.
Oh,
Do you think maybe she's just like, you know what? With my last name, you're not going to screw up this chicken sandwich.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's possible with a name like that. You're used to chicken excellence. Get that cheese on there.
All right, I got the feel-good story of the day, and it might be another story of BJ maybe appreciating canines.
Okay, let's not push your luck.
All right, so there's a student that uses a wheelchair that graduated from Seton Hall this week, and apparently she has a service dog that helps her out, getting around and doing all the stuff. Best part, service dog's name, Justin. Always love when people use, like, human names for their dog names.
All right.
As opposed to like Spot or
Yeah.
Fido. Justin. Hey, Justin. And he went to all the classes with her. And then when she went through the ceremony and went up there to get her diploma, what did they do? they gave Justin a diploma as well. And the crowd reaction is just awesome. That's the moment that Justin put the diploma in his mouth.
It doesn't take much to get people to just be happy about stuff. Yeah. It really doesn't. I mean, really, if that's what it takes.
That's such a cool moment. She went out there to accept the diploma with her service dog, who's also in Seton Hall colors as well.
And on the opposite side, it's very easy to piss BJ off.
Apparently.
Really?
This dog doesn't deserve a diploma. What the hell is wrong with them?
I just feel like, everybody's just like, hey.
I would be fired up for Justin.
Yeah, whatever.
Fine. Well, shout out to Grace.
Oh, yeah,
Justin.
Grace is cool. And look, Justin does a nice job as a dog, but it's just like, okay, he gave the dog the diploma.
Well, he went to all the classes. He deserved the diploma.
Okay, I really can't participate in this conversation.
See, I should be the one that's mad because I couldn't even get into Seton Hall, and I wanted to go there. And this damn dog got to go to Seton Hall.
Well, if I had to pick between you or the dog, I think I probably would have picked the dog to go to Seton Hall.
All right, here's maybe a little bit of a PSA. When you're trying to get an apartment and you make an apartment application, you probably don't want to also airdrop naked pictures of yourself to the person that's approving your application.
Well, it all depends. If you're fit, looking good.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if this 23-year-old guy was in Oklahoma. He was at a realtor earlier this month. He applied for a unit at an apartment complex.
Yeah, he did.
And then sent a picture of his unit as well.
Oh, it's okay. See, that usually doesn't work.
Yeah, the employees were like, yeah, we received a couple of airdrop notifications from another iPhone, so they thought it was something for an apartment, so they accepted the pictures. And, well, it wasn't pictures of an apartment. It was nude selfies of the guy at his computer.
Yeah. Wow, that is embarrassing.
They called the cops. He was arrested for indecent exposure, and authorities are like, hey, you might want to adjust your airdrop settings so you only receive airdrops from contacts only, which I disagree. I keep mine to accept airdrops from anyone because you just never know what you're going to get.
So he just basically he knew who he was airdropping? Is that what they're saying?
He at least knew that people in that vicinity would accept.
So they were randos, and he was like, let me just show naked pictures of myself to randos.
Well, if he was at a realtor's office, there were randos at the realtor office.
So he definitely knew that he was sending that guy's a douche then.
I mean, yeah, you need to be near the person you want to airdrop a picture to.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, oh, I was trying to airdrop it to my mom. Wait, that would be weird, too.
Okay, I'm not sure. I would like to tag out of this conversation. Could I tag out of it? I'm out.
All right, we're out. Let's move on to the Mariners, boys.
All right.
What the hell? Ty France maybe needs to get hit in the wrist more often.
Yeah, he does.
Got beamed in the wrist, a couple of days ago. Everyone's like, oh, I hope it's not broken. Turns out it was just a contusion. Turns out it's given him extra powers because he had 2 home runs yesterday.
Super tie.
2 super tie, dinger after dinger. And the Mariners beat the Oakland A's, sweeping them in all 4 games.
Yeah.
3-2. And you know what? Teoscar Hernandez had a hit.
I saw that. You know what? I'm still very confident on my bet.
Well, so far so good for my bet.
Yeah. Who are they playing next?
They are playing Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh
tonight.
Pretty decent team, Pittsburgh.
Well, hey, Oakland A's are also a pretty decent team.
Okay.
They're only 10-42. There's still a chance for them.
It feels like they've been 10-42 a long time.
Their road trip, wins. They went 0-7.
Oh my God, 0-7 on the road. What a horrific team.
They have been swept in 7 series this season so far. We're not even at the halfway point. Not even close.
Yeah, and 2 of them by us.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
Great job, Mariners. We needed these wins.
Yeah.
Going into the weekend on a high note. So good luck tonight at home, T-Mobile Park. You go watch them take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. I almost said Steelers.
So did I in my own brain, yeah.
It's weird how I just kind of went down that road. Well, yesterday, NHL playoffs, it went to overtime. The Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Stars avoided being swept. They won 3-2. So now Vegas has a 3-1 lead. That game number 5 is tomorrow, so you can watch that, see if Vegas is able to finish the series up. And we got to give a shout out in the world of the NBA, our boy Jason Tatum.
Wow.
21 points, 11 assists, Joey. As the Celtics beat Miami 110-97. Miami now is a 3-2 series lead. Let's go Celtics tomorrow. I don't know why now I'm a Celtics fan.
That's right. I've always said, Steve, the Celtics are the best team in the NBA. Jason Tatum's the best player in the world.
He's the GOAT.
It doesn't matter how many games you're down, they're going to win.
I get so fired up about this. Joe, thanks to you crapping all over Jason Tatum, I have now adopted that as my team this playoff season.
I got to tell you something right now, because I think Game 6 is in Miami.
Yes.
If you're Miami and you lose Game 6 and you got to go back to Boston for the final game, I mean, right now, I think the pressure's on Miami big time.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Butler's like, that's not us. That's not who we are. We aren't the team you saw in the last 2 games. It's like, wow, boy, it's amazing how things change.
Earlier we were talking about trying to do impressions, and clearly I dominated at that, doing English impressions. Well, I don't know if you were watching the NBA broadcast on Inside the NBA. They have Charles Barkley and Shaq, and those two are just great together. Charles Barkley always cracks me up, talking about the Boston series, and they decided to put him to the test to see if Charles Barkley can do a proper Boston accent.
Oh, this should be good.
So he was tasked to read this. Because one of the co-hosts, his name is Ernie. So he needed to say, I saw Ernie at Fenway Park eating chowder on top of the monster.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Ernie at Fenway. Yeah, there's a few words that he can Bostonize.
Can you do it before we see how you do it?
So I saw Ernie. What was it again?
I saw Ernie at Fenway Park eating chowder on top of the monster.
Oh, yeah, I saw Ernie at Fenway Park. He was eating chowder at the top of the monster.
Okay, that was pretty decent. Now let's hear how Charles Barkley did it.
I saw Annie at Fenway Park eating chowder on top of the monster.
No, not at all.
Try it one more time, Chuck. I saw Annie at Fenway Park eating chowder on top of the monster.
Yo, why y'all doing this to this guy?
Come on, man.
What's his name?
That was Annie.
The word you really had trouble with was my name.
Annie.
Yeah,
is that how you say my name in Boston?
Annie? Yeah, it's Ernie.
Hello.
That was
Annie.
By the way, Charles, not wicked awesome.
So Shaq's like hunched over like, you idiot.
Yeah, that was great.
Not that Shaq was doing it. So.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, you know what's going to be great? The weather today. We're going to hit a high of 78 degrees. It's going to be sunny. Perfect day to go see Les Mis, right, Danny?
Yeah, buddy.
Wait, what?
Danny and Joe are going to see Les Mis tonight. We're going to a musical together, buddy.
Why are you seeing Les Mis?
Why not, BJ?
It's at the Fifth Avenue Theater, and it's going to be amazing.
Les Mis is...
Les boring.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's lay depressing, isn't it?
I've never actually seen the actual play, so I don't know. I'm excited to go check it out.
Joey D's, he'll go anywhere. Did you promise him some sort of booze or anything?
No, dude, I didn't even have to. I was like, Joe, do you want to go to Les Mis? And he was fired up.
What?
He was like, let's go.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Joey, you've seen it?
Yeah.
What?
I went to the play.
How long were you awake?
Not very long.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way.
I was out before the first. I don't even know if there was an intermission, but I was out.
The greatest part, too, is that Joe's ready to hit on girls at Les Mis. He already has some lines lined up for some of the ladies that go to the theater.
This is a different crowd, man.
I know.
He's going for a lay squish at Les Mis.
Wow, he's going to lay lose.
All right, thanks to Les Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Septic, Electrical, Mechanical. I don't know. Is that better?
Are you Charles Barkley now? What are you doing over here?
Andy. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, Septic, and Mechanical for giving us the Migs report. And that's what's up. We, Les Mis.
Oh, my God.
Don't look at me when you do that. That is just disturbing.
Les Mis.
You look like you're ready to get a shovel and go bury something.
Did somebody give you these tickets?
Yeah, they give us the tickets from Fifth Avenue.
The Fifth Avenue Theater just gave you tickets?
Yeah, I knew one of the ladies that worked there, and she invited us to go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they have other stuff that I'd like to see. Make sure you
I invited both of you, by the way.
Not to Les Mis.
You didn't even respond to the email. So
yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
I replied. I almost was like, what the hell? No.
I told you, thanks for thinking of me. So I guess maybe you're a douche. How about that, late
thanks
douche?
Thanks for thinking of me.
I always am lady douche.
Yeah.
I said I had other plans. And those plans consisted of me sitting on my couch, not going to Les Mis.
You have no other plans. Your other plans are just like basically not doing anything.
No, eating.
Yeah. Well, that's a good plan.
Yeah, at home.
All right. Yesterday, Les Steve over here got this one right.
What drink is said to give you wings?
Red Bull.
Yes.
Wow, you said that with enthusiasm, too.
Mm-hmm. Red Bull. Well, that's what it does. It gives you wings.
Yeah.
You might want to drink a few tonight.
Yeah, you want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, You can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Hey, y'all, it's Garth, the Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's our loud and local band of the week, the E. It's our loud and local band of the week, the E. You want to find out how to get more info? Steve will let you know.
Check out their very first full-length effort, and it's called Tango Y. Just came out last month.
You can get more info on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. You can also get more local music Sunday nights here on The Rock. It starts at 8, 2 hours of great Pacific Northwest music. Bands like the E.
Beat Migs.
It's go time.
I know I am, because we made it. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Look, damn it, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying.
Yeah.
Partying. Yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
We made it through another week, and this weekend it's supposed to be gorgeous out.
It's already starting, man.
I know,
Look outside.
right?
I just want to go frolic the streets of Seattle.
Let's do it. We should just go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But first, let's get to this game, shall we? We got Scott from Ording. Scott, are you there?
Hello.
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 Scott. All right, Steve, now get out of here.
Hello.
Lovely to have you, Scott.
For those playing at home, Scott has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the name of the vehicle that Scooby-Doo and his friends travel in?
Mystery Machine.
Yes. Kingfisher and hornbill are types of what animal?
Pass.
What planet was named after the Roman messenger god?
Mercury.
Yes. When Amazon started out, what did it exclusively sell?
Pass.
The outside colors of the Google Chrome logo are red, green, and what?
Yellow.
Yes. A single piece of coiled DNA is known as what?
Pass.
What is the wood carver's name in Pinocchio?
Geppetto.
Yes. The acronym URL stands for Uniform Resource what?
Pass.
The arcade game Frogger was released in what decade?
80s.
Yes. What is the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Yes. Kingfisher and hornbill are types of what animal?
Bird.
Yes.
Nice.
When Amazon started out, what did it exclusively sell?
Bread.
Bread?
Scott, you're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be so mad at yourself, Scott. Hey, Scott, you ever hear of a thing called a Kindle?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they sold.
Hey,
They sold the stuff that you actually read on the Kindle, and then they had the Kindle. But,
but you need bread too. So
Sorry, I heard Annabelle's, not the other thing.
Oh, he didn't hear the word Amazon.
Oh.
I thought you said it pretty clearly twice, so I don't know. I mean, Scott must be.
Well, we'll see if that's a difference maker.
Yeah, it might be, actually. That's a bummer.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What is the name of the vehicle that Scooby-Doo and his friends travel in?
Oh, the Mystery Machine.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Kingfisher and hornbill are types of what animal?
Kingfish and hornbill?
Kingfisher.
Oh, kingfisher? That's a fish.
No.
A bear.
No.
A lion.
No.
Oh, my.
What planet was named after the Roman messenger god?
Venus.
No.
Uranus.
No.
Messenger. Mercury.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
When Amazon started out, what did it exclusively sell?
Books.
Yes.
Whatever.
The outside colors of the Google Chrome logo are red, green, and what?
Red, green, and yellow.
Yes.
Yellow.
A single piece of coiled DNA is known as what?
Strand.
No.
Sperm.
No.
Oh, boy.
A sample.
No. What is the wood carver's name in Pinocchio?
Geppetto.
Yes. The acronym URL stands for Uniform Resource what?
Life.
No.
Legacy.
No.
Langen.
No.
Langen.
The arcade game Frogger was first released in what decade?
80s.
Yes.
Good job.
What is the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Yes. Ooh, you lose. 7-8. So
Nice
that was
work, Scotty.
Not a difference maker.
Oh, I thought it would be. Nice job, Scotty.
Woo.
Not bad.
Scotty's the man. He knows what's up. Look at Steve. He really thought he had that one, too.
I felt so confident.
He thought he had it.
After I nailed Mercury, I was
Yeah.
like, this is my game.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you don't know whether or not he did whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the
How many
problem?
he got? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of coasting, feeling like I got this.
Expert commentary. There you go, buddy. Nice way to start the weekend.
That sucks.
Holiday weekend. Steve is a loser. Oh, Steve. You could have been a contender.
You could have. If only you knew that kingfisher and hornbill are types of birds.
That's what killed you.
Yeah.
Scott Becker, correct. Does anybody know a single piece of coiled DNA? What is it known as?
Oh, I'm so upset with myself because I know it when I hear it.
Is it gene?
It's chromosome.
That's it. And I knew I would be upset, and I was.
And acronym URL stands for Uniform Resource
Language.
Locator.
Like I said, locator.
Mr. Smarty Pants.
What's wrong with you?
Wow.
Oh, I would have. Oh, that makes sense. It's locating. Yeah, it's locating something on the net.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Dang
Well, so sorry, Steve, for
I
losing.
would have
very sorry.
I would have protested that answer. Well, Steve, I still got the win, so that's exciting. Congratulations to me.
That was a minor victory inside of it, you being so upset that I got Mercury, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, that was. I really didn't think you were going to pull that out.
It was quite impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're like,
Wait, if someone just tuned in to hear you, I can't believe you pulled that out, and then your daughter goes, it was very impressive. That is a weird out of context moment.
Sure
on
is,
BJ Migs.
especially if I go, that's very out of context.
gosh.
Very bad. Hey, BuzzFeed, you know those guys, right?
Never heard of them.
They posted a list of things, and if you did any of them growing up, this means you are officially old. Uh-oh. I'm wondering about the millennials who, as they roll into their 30s, I wonder if they could say yes to any of these things.
Okay.
I know that everything on this list, if I'm old, so if I no doubt about it, something's on here that I did. Steve?
I feel like probably, if not 95, 100% of these I've probably gone through.
Oh, I was going to just give you 50%, but if you want to go 90, you're probably right.
We'll see.
All right, has anybody used a pencil to rewind a cassette tape?
Yes.
Yep.
You guys are old. Yep. How about hearing someone yell, "Get off the internet, I need to use the phone"?
Oh.
You know what? Sadly, I did not have internet until I got to college.
Same.
So I never experienced that. So even though it was happening around me, I can say I never experienced that. Therefore, I am young.
See, and I was the same as Steve because I didn't have internet, and I'm younger than Steve, but I didn't have internet until I was in college. The other thing that happened, though, was, Daniel, get off the phone. I need to call your grandparents because I'd be on the phone, and we didn't have 2 lines.
That happened a lot.
Yeah.
When you had a landline and didn't have cell phones.
Yep.
I mean, that was just bound to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a pain. Sarah and Joey heard my wife and I probably yelling back and forth about the internet when they were little. They may not remember, but that was definitely us.
I used to get so pissed at my mom because my mom was always on the phone. Like, that's all she did. She spent from the moment she was awake. She would just sit in the dining room with her cup of coffee, her like crumb cake or some kind of like little hostess thing, and smoking cigarettes, talking to all of her other friends and moms. And when you get home, I'm like, I got to call my friend Chris. And she's like, I'm on the phone right now, Steven. I'm like, you're always on the phone. Like, what the hell? By the time we have the phone, I got to go to bed.
Isn't that wild that we never have to worry about not being able to communicate with somebody via phone?
Yes.
Because you're right. That was an old problem that I don't know if anybody under the age of 30 even understands at all.
The best and weirdest thing was my dad decided one day to get a fax machine. I don't know why.
Wow.
He just wanted a fax machine in the house.
Yeah, he did.
And so he had to get a different line for that. So I would use the fax machine phone to call my friends.
Oh, good move. Nice move. Now, Sarah knows this just because of the hand-me-downs, and that is cars that needed 2 different keys.
Oh, yeah. That was my old car.
Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that. You needed one to
unlock it.
Lock and lock the doors.
Yep.
And the trunk.
And then one to start it.
And sometimes you needed a separate one to unlock the trunk.
Yeah. That was I just had this car. I just got rid of it like last year. But that was my Camry.
That's right.
So you had 3 keys?
Yep.
2001, baby.
Oh, I loved it, too. I would have never gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so old school.
It was time.
It was time. It was
Did you also have a key for the glove compartment box?
No, I never locked that.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably should have, though, because it did have a keyhole.
Yes.
But I was like, I don't know where that is.
Same. I remember having a car where they had the key. I'm like, I don't even, nowadays, like the same key would open and lock
everything.
Yeah.
How about you guys? You remember push-up pops?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically ice cream out of a toilet paper roll. You remember those things? That's really what it was.
Flintstones, orange.
Yes.
I think they still have them at the store. So that doesn't make us that old. People can still buy them.
Dude, this ain't good for most of you guys. I'm surprised at how many of you millennial kids are like old now.
Well, it is old because they don't even have the Flintstones characters on there anymore. There's SpongeBob.
Yeah, Fred's agent screwed that deal.
Yeah, if you remember Fred, you are old. I'll give you that. If you only remember SpongeBob, I guess you still pass.
Yeah.
If you remember Fred, you're old.
Yeah, he screwed that deal up because Fred was synonymous with the push-up pops. I haven't had one since Fred wasn't a part of it. Like, once he stopped endorsing push-up pops, I was like, I'm not down with this.
Dude, I was so on par. I was cutting edge with this. I had big notebooks filled with all of my MapQuest directions in alphabetical order.
Oh my
I was the man with this because I just was horrible at getting around. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, you're old if you remember printing out directions from MapQuest. But that was the greatest invention to me.
I was the guy that had I would keep all the printouts for the ones like for friend's house. Like, I'm going to see Danny. Okay, print out his address. And I would take it, fold it in half, write Danny on the back of it, and then shove it in the back of my car seat, that back pocket. But then it would be like just a ton of just random white pieces of paper that all had different addresses. I'm like, crap, I got to go see Danny. Where is that one? I'm throwing
if you had it in a notebook in alphabetical order, would have been a lot easier for you, pal.
That requires organization and effort.
That's what I did, buddy.
And MapQuest still does exist, actually, because when I go on a road trip, I'm always afraid that, you're not going to have service or your phone won't work or, you're stranded. I printed out directions still nowadays.
Old soul right here.
But you could just take your Google Map. It would just Google it and then print it out. They let you do that.
No, you you don't have service on your phone, though.
It'll still take you. Like, I've had no service, and it's still taking me to where I need to go.
I don't trust that.
Well, you have to save it. Do you download offline? You have to download offline maps.
That, and I also screenshot it, too, just in case.
What if your battery dies? What if your battery dies?
Thank you.
It's not going to die if I'm in my car with my charger.
What if your car dies?
What if the cord is all frazzled up and you ripped up the cord, and next thing you know, you couldn't charge anything?
Well, I don't live my life like you, Steve.
Guess who's still going to make it to the destination? This girl with the MapQuest directions.
That's awesome. I'm very proud of you that you do MapQuest because there's no need to, and you do. I love it.
Just in case.
I love that. That's fantastic. Well, there you go. These are the signs that you're old if you do any of those and remember those things at all.
Biggest takeaway from this, I really want a push pop right now.
They are good.
I forgot about those, and they are delicious. It's like almost like an orange sherbet, right?
Why don't we just take toilet paper rolls and stick them in a thing of ice cream? I mean, is it the same?
No, man, that's a cardboard that's a little different. There's more of a, what is this conversation? There's more of a gloss on the inside of that cardboard. Otherwise, it's going to get all soggy.
I need a glossy cardboard is what you're saying. All right. I'll get that done. I'll call Charmin. Hey, Charmin, step up your toilet paper rolls. We need to make homemade push pops.
Where can I even find push pops? Are they
You can
in
get
your
them
frozen
anywhere.
section?
Walmart, Target has some of their fancy ones.
See, I want the old school orange.
Yeah, they got the Nestle push pop ones at Walmart.
I remember because they used to do the orange one was really the only flavor, but then they tried to do like a Dino flavor, and it was like the purple grape one.
Oh, that was the best.
I hated the grape one.
You shut up.
So, I mean, do they still have ice cream trucks that go around? Because it's getting to be that time of year.
See, we have like an ice cream parking, like those parking meter vehicles, like those little mini vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
There's somebody that drives around our neighborhood that has ice cream in there, which I'm like, how much ice cream can you fit in that?
Yeah, not a lot.
Not much.
Oh, I don't know about you. They may not have your push pops, man.
Or strawberry shortcake, and if they don't, they need to get the hell out of my development.
Strawberry shortcakes. Now I want to forget the push pop and do that.
But there's also a guy in Puyallup that's got an ice cream truck. I'm sure he goes elsewhere, but I see him in Puyallup. And it's got like music playing out of it. He's got a bubble machine.
What?
So there's bubbles everywhere. This guy is smart. Because what do kids love other than ice cream? Bubbles.
Yeah, that's what kids love. Yes.
And fathers.
Yeah, there we go.
But then it's saying like,
Jesus,
bubbles. And next thing you know, ice cream. This guy is a genius, BJ.
Well, yeah, and Tatum is also your best friend because you get all of that.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's why it's so great to have a toddler, because when you go, well, I got to go do all these things that I would like to do.
Look, first she saw the bubbles, next she saw the strawberry shortcake. What do you want from me, babe?
Strawberry shortcakes are so damn good. I hope they still are.
They are.
You know what I mean? Are they?
Yeah.
Because it's like some things you had as a kid and you try them as an adult, and I don't know if they've just ruined the product, whatever, to save money. And you go, this is not what I remember. I hope strawberry shortcakes are the same.
It's been over 5 years. But it's been less than 10 years I've had a strawberry shortcake, and they were good. Still.
Okay, I can't tell you the last time I had one.
Yeah.
But I can taste it right now. Like, my brain is just so happy right now.
I do remember a moment in my life in my 20s where I was like, being an adult is awesome, when I bought like a giant box of strawberry shortcake ice creams and had them in the freezer. And I was just like, this is so cool, man. I can just do this. I can afford it.
I remember that moment when you were like, F you parents, I can now get whatever I want.
I don't even have to wait for the ice cream truck or his bubble machine.
Yeah. That's when I realized I had impulse control issues and I probably shouldn't be allowed to.
And that's around the time where I ballooned up to 280 pounds.
Congratulations, buddy. You and me both.
It was a good run.
Yeah, it was. Hey, are you having relationship problems? Maybe you've got some issues going on at work, or maybe you just have something going on and you need our advice. And it doesn't matter how random it is, because we are here for you, and it's all about the strawberry shortcake. Yeah. Call us, text us right now, 206-803-ROCK. We're doing our new segment, Help Wanted, and we'll do it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is U.S. EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me, and I knew how to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Naloxone can reverse an opioid or fentanyl overdose. Carry it with you. For more info, go to preventoverdoseva.org. A message from the Washington State Department of Health.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And yeah, this is Help Wanted because, we've been getting lots of phone calls over the years of doing this fine program. Lots of texts, lots of messages from Rockaholics. And they've always asked us our advice on things. And so, we said, what we should really do like this once a day at least.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing. You got a problem. I don't know if we'll solve it, but we'll surely make you feel better when you realize we have more problems than you.
Yeah, you at least know that you get the bad advice now first, and then you can go get good advice.
Relationship problems.
Yes.
Problems at work. Anything else. It doesn't matter how dumb you think it is. We are here for you. Call us or text us 206-803-ROCK. That's 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, some of them even might be Little League problems.
Little League? Like Little League Baseball?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we got that one we could talk about. We also still have the one about threesomes. That's weird,
Yeah.
And then guitars.
Ooh. All right, let's see. All right, so let's let who did we let? We let Danny pick last time, did we?
No, Vicky was last time.
All right, Danny?
I say Joe.
Joe, all right.
Ooh. Well, I'm biased. I want to go for the guitars.
Yeah. We're never getting the one I want.
What, the threesomes?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
no, this time actually I wanted to hear about the Little League problem. Hopefully we'll get to that one.
We might get to that
one.
Okay,
all right. This one. Right. My girlfriend bought another guitar, and it's starting to piss me off. It's her hobby, and I get it, and she's pretty good, but she doesn't play guitar at all professionally. She just keeps playing them at home. The thing is, she already has 7 guitars.
Oh.
I keep telling her she doesn't need any more. We should be saving up to buy a house, but she keeps making these stupid purchases. The last guitar cost almost $3,000.
Oh, wow, that is a lot of money.
What should I do? I love her, but I'm a little bit concerned about her crazy spending habits, even after we've had conversations with her to stop.
Yeah, $3,000 is a lot of money, depending on what you make.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Look, I mean, if you take a look at my board game room and my collection, I look like I have a serious problem. And yeah, but it doesn't do anything to our budget. I manage that very well for that reason. It's like I found a hobby that really is very inexpensive compared to what I bring in. $3,000 for stuff for a lot of people, she's got 7 guitars. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with the old-fashioned way of just putting on a credit card and worrying about it later.
Well,
not
that's
that
why
I would do that with goalie pads or anything.
That's why we bring in Todd Peach and not have Steve Migs host the financial part.
Steve Peach would be a whole different financial segment.
Steve Peach would be a great name for certain movies.
Yeah, if you guys are talking about saving up to buy a house, that's a terrible purchase.
Yeah, this is tough. This is why this is why financial advisors can be the bad guy. Like if you have a financial advisor, which, I did set up, Sarah and J Rubs with a financial advisor. I said, look, here you go. I'm no longer involved because I'm not your parent anymore of this part of your life. You two have to figure this out. But really, a financial advisor will sit down and look at stuff and go, hey, Mary,
you guys really can't afford to be making these purchases if you want to get a house, if you want to save for your retirement. I know it's not fun, but that's life. You know, who's going to bail you out?
Life's not fun. Get it through your head.
And, you know, you love her, but here's the thing. There's a lot of people you can love in life and not live with. And, you know, when you're living with somebody, that means you share expenses. I mean, look, this is big boy, big girl stuff. So
yeah,
that's my opinion.
I agree. Like, if it's like where it's like, okay, we're both paying the bills, do whatever you want with the extra income that you have. Then yeah, if you have $3,000 lying around or you saved up for it, I wouldn't have an issue with that. But if the whole point is you're trying to buy a house, and maybe you guys got to work together as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, dude.
Or at least have like those conversations. Like, you know, I just say, hey, you know, we need to, or like, because they're that common goal is that's where kind of I'm at. I just bought a guitar recently, and my girlfriend was like,
"What's wrong with you?"
No, she was actually okay with it because we had the conversation of this is honestly the last guitar I think that I need to actually buy
ever.
Yeah, because
until you see a cooler one.
I have the three that I need plus my original, and that's I don't play professionally, and I just kind of wanted them for my collection, and then that was our agreement. Is this is going to be the last one I buy?
And you know, Danny is he's the king of finance.
I've said that about goalie pads at least 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
This is the last, babe. I'm getting a custom set because it's the last set I'm ever going to need.
Also, this is the last Kraken jersey I'm ever going to buy.
Yeah,
I'm never going to come out with a new one. That I'm gonna love.
And then I'm like, babe, I've had this set for 10 years. It's time for me to get a new set.
Yeah,
I didn't know I was still going to be playing this late in my life.
Yeah, that's why you guys need someone to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Who's that going to be?
The financial guy. That way you don't fight with the spouse. The spouses don't have to fight. You know, that's the thing. It's always tough to be the bad guy in a relationship. It really is.
One person texted, I played professionally and I have 9 guitars currently. I don't have anything that comes close to $3,000. It's got to be a sweet guitar if you're dropping $3,000. Probably like a vintage guitar, you think?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I was looking because I was actually in the market for a new acoustic guitar, and there was a couple of Taylors out there that were upwards of $3,500, and they weren't vintage or anything, just brand new. Like, and I was like, wow, that's expensive,
dude. I had to unfollow a couple of like drum companies that I followed on Instagram because they would always put. I love Ludwig drums, especially like the ones that were built in like the 70s and the 80s. Like that style is just like that's my wheelhouse, and I have an early 80s, late 70s. I'm not even sure which one. It's kind of around that time. Ludwig drum set that I love, but every once in a while they post one. It's like the John Bonham style one.
They know what to do,
and I'm like, oh, I should get that.
Yeah.
And then I look at the price, like $4,000. I'm like, oh, let's check my credit card. And I'm like, wait a second, what am I doing? I don't even play drums that often anymore. Like, I don't need this.
They know what's up, man.
Unfollow. That was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah,
because like every day they had a new Ludwig kit that I wanted. I'm like, I just don't want to see it.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny where he said that they were saving up for a house. I wonder if she really cares.
That's a good point. Is she saving up to buy a house, or is it just him?
People yes you to death a lot of times, and you just don't know if they're just placating you and or even patronizing you.
And he didn't say wife; he said girlfriend.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. I hate to be that guy, but I don't think you should be saving up for unless you're Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, and you know for sure that you don't need that certificate to stay married. You shouldn't be buying property with somebody who's not your spouse.
Yeah, that could get gnarly, especially if it doesn't work out. Obviously, it could get gnarly even if you're married and it doesn't work out. But I feel like at least with marriage, it's like, okay, well, we made that first step. Now we can make the step of buying a house together.
Yeah, I mean, that's why. It's like you make those big steps just to be sure. Now, I know this is a community property state anyway, so I suppose if you both bought it eventually, if things went south, you'd have to half it. But then you'd have to half it. You know what I mean? You're not even sure if you're staying together. You're buying a house. Oh, that's messy.
Came for advice about a guitar. Now he's questioning marriage.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
That's what we do on Help Wanted, BJ.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, someone said, Danny, I said this will be my last guitar 3 guitars ago. It never ends, LOL.
Okay.
As long as you can afford it. You know, that's the key.
That's true. Yeah.
As long as you can afford anything that you're buying. I mean, that's the thing. If you can dovetail, it's hard to be a human being and control your impulses, especially these days, you know, because scientists have said with cell phones, our willpower is a lot less than it used to be before cell phones.
Then also paying without needing to grab your credit card that's upstairs in your bedroom.
There you go.
Like, it's on PayPal. I know my PayPal password. I could make this happen right now.
Oh, yeah. Apple Pay is the genius thing ever created. Would you like to double click and do this? Sure will.
You know what's stupid? The biggest deciding factor of me buying things a lot of times is it free shipping?
Yes. Is it free shipping, and can I do it on PayPal? Or if I have money in my Venmo account, I'm like, oh, they don't have Venmo. Screw them.
It is. See, there's just so much coming at you. And then, just the stresses of everyday life and whatever. You just want to feel good. You want that dopamine working in your head. Nothing like a new guitar to get that going.
This is good advice. Tell her if she keeps buying guitars, she'll be able to play them professionally because she's going to be on the streets of Seattle with a guitar case.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's the kind of advice we need.
This is what I wish we could do. Could we just hire out other people to give our advice to our spouses? Because we are all so brave at telling other people's spouses what to do. But we don't know. So I feel like, because I have no problem going to someone else's spouse, but my own spouse, man, I mean, it's as much as I, am a big mouth, I still have a hard time really having the hard conversation.
Well, in all fairness, you can't have that face-to-face without having to buy a plane ticket.
Got Zoom now.
What's that?
We got Zoom now.
Okay.
So it's the best we could do. But so I think that we should do is we should have a service where we tell your spouse, you know what, you need to stop.
Yes.
Maybe maybe Help Wanted turns into tell her off. Tell him off.
We're here to help the cowards.
Yeah.
Ourselves included.
Oh, yeah. We need you texters as well.
All right. Let's get some advice in the world of Little League sports.
Little League baseball. Yeah, I just saw a buddy of ours who does a show in San Diego, Eddie. I guess his kid won the championship playing for the Seattle Mariners. You know how the teams sometimes will have teams from all over Major League Baseball?
Do you remember your teams?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates. Wait, that was Joey's team. Joey was Pirates.
Oh, so you don't remember yours?
I never got to play Little League.
Oh, man. We can make that happen.
Right now?
Yeah.
You're going to let me play? I would be good enough to play Little League, or actually, they'd still be better than me.
I guarantee you wouldn't even be a top 5 player on your Little League team.
You mean the current one?
Yes, if we got you on a Little League team.
Oh, you're right about that. I'm not going to argue with that. There's no way. I wasn't good when I was young and in my prime. There's no way I would be better now.
Do you think we could get you on a Little League team?
There's no way that can happen.
Why not?
I feel like they would go, sir, there's an age restriction and you do not.
We just say something like, oh, he's about to die. And
that's fantastic. There you go.
He had a lifelong dream. He never got to play Little League sports.
I probably would die if I tried to play Little League and one line drive to some key part of my body, it's over.
That would be an amazing. I feel like a news agency would pick up on it.
Oh, they would. Old man getting to play Little League because you never got to?
Yes, and you're wearing the Little League jersey.
Yeah.
In the biggest size that they have, so it doesn't really fit all that great.
It would be a schmedium.
For me, I was on the Expos.
Oh, the Expos.
That's my first team ever. Then the A's. Then the Dodgers, and then the Yankees.
You finally got to the Yankees, your hometown team.
I did. I got booted off the team. I wasn't good enough, though.
Well, the Yankees are a tough team. You know what? The A's, sure, they'll let you be on the team.
And the best part was eventually that coach that booted me off the team turned out to be my brother's father-in-law.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was such a trip, going into his house again and going into his Little League baseball room where he had all the framed pictures of all the teams when the team photos, which is kind of cool. He had that much love for Little League sports.
Oh, that's cool.
And I found mine. I'm like, there I am. He's like, yeah, you were really bad.
Oh, there we go.
I'm like, you're right.
Wow, dude, just let it go.
Oh, I was like, it was impressive that he remembered, and it made me feel good that I was so bad that he remembered how bad I was.
Well, there is that. You know what? You did achieve in that respect.
BJ, I batted 0. That
you
season.
were bad.
Yes.
I think even I got a hit once in a while when I played softball.
I batted 0 that season.
Damn, dude, that's not good.
You won the championship, though.
How did you win the championship? You batting 0? He didn't play you.
Well, he had 8 other players that didn't bat 0.
Boy, they were a man down the whole time.
Yep.
Wow,
all right,
0.
let's talk to this guy.
All right, what can we do for Little Leaguers?
He says, my 12-year-old son's first year playing baseball, and he's fallen in love with the game. He wants to try pitching desperately, and he asked the coach several times if he could if he could pitch, but he keeps getting the brush off. We're coming to the end of the season. Several of the kids, mostly coaches' kids, get the opportunity. I don't want to be the parent to go to the coach and ask, why isn't my kid getting to get a chance pitching? This is a rec league. It's not very competitive. What do you recommend I do? Thanks from Chris and Puyallup.
That's a really good question. Because I know there are competitive leagues. So, our buddy Eric down the hall, Eric Powers, his kid is in a competitive league. And we talk about it a lot about just, all the stuff they do. But if it's a rec league and the coaches are just, it sucks. Absolute power goes to people's heads.
I remember that on one of the teams I was on where the dad was the coach and his son was batting cleanup, star pitcher, but he was actually good. So it's you can't really fight that when the kid's actually good.
Then there is the mindset that maybe you aren't the one that's supposed to go advocate for your kid, but the kid's supposed to go to the coach himself and go, hey, I'd like to pitch. What do I got to do?
But he said he got brushed off.
he keeps going.
Shows persistence?
Yeah.
Or they hire us, and not only will we handle your relationship problems, but we'll be your advocates for Little League sports.
There we go.
Well, I think, he should go with the dad, both of them, be like, hey, I would like to pitch. What do I need to do to either practice to get to a better point and or to try out, kind of bring it up that way.
Dad's got to be there?
Because he's getting the brush off. There's two types of coaches. There's the coach that will do whatever, like my dad, where it's like, okay, I know you don't want to play this position, but you're going to play this position.
You experience it.
Yeah, I experience it, or it's like, you're my kid, I'm going to tell you what to do, or it's my kid can do whatever they want, I'm going to give them everything. And that's kind of what it sounds like these coaches are. Like, my kid's going to be the star, he's going to pitch, he's going to do whatever the hell he wants. So you need somebody else there to advocate with you.
And that's a very good point. And is this also a good time for this kid to learn the lesson that in life, sometimes you're not going to have an advocate, and sometimes you're going to run into people like that. And how can you cope with that in life?
You got to fight for your dreams, kid.
And or you just go, okay, this isn't going to happen.
Or tweet at baseball players and ask them to tweet at the coach.
Oh, now I like that idea.
Imagine if Julio Rodriguez sends a tweet to that kid, the coach.
Yeah.
It says, hey, give little Billy a chance to pitch.
Now that's a fun
buy
idea.
My cereal, available at Fred Meyer's.
That I like. I like that idea. That's a happy medium between me and what Vicky is saying. Is he's going to get an advocate, but he's getting he's getting a big gun advocate.
Or just work really hard at becoming a better pitcher, and then one day just throw a pitch really hard at your coach. And when he goes, ow, that hurt. You're like, that's right. That's what I'm capable of. Yeah. Put me in, bitch.
Yeah, if you get the brush off in life... Yeah, that's a good idea. Just, throw a fastball at the coach, and while he's recovering, at least he'll go, hey, I had no idea. I will never be able to have children. But
if it's not a competitive league, what's wrong with this coach? Let everybody pitch if they want to pitch.
But you know how life is. It's always
stupid, though, if it's not competitive.
I agree it's stupid, but I also know that you are going to run into this in life. That's why life lessons sometimes, if you can teach kids adversity at a young age, it's not a bad idea. Because you can't be there to navigate all of the idiots of the world for your kids.
But maybe the coach needs a life lesson. Hey, stop being stupid.
Oh, I would love to talk to the coach. Yeah, you're right about that. Like, if that coach was my friend, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
Right.
And at the same time, I think it's great for a child to learn how to navigate the tough stuff of the world, because you are going to run into tough stuff in the world, and your parents are not going to have the power to save you from all the idiots. Even if they want to, they just won't. So,
right.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. But practice, you can't let him pitch a couple pitches.
I don't disagree. The guy's kind of a douche. If in fact he's playing favorites and really cares about a rec league to the point where we have to have our best pitchers all the time, just let him play.
That's why he needs a stern tweet from Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
That'd be amazing.
That would be so awesome, man. God, how fun would that be? What do you do if you're the coach? You're like, well, I got to put this kid in. You got to put him in, right? Because Julio's watching.
So it says, for Chris and Puyallup, I'm a baseball coach here. If the coach wasn't aware of the kid wanting to pitch when the season started, they might have already had their pitchers lined up. Keep asking to pitch and ask what to do to get that opportunity. Then in the offseason, get the kid some pitching lessons. That way at the start of next season, tell him I'm a pitcher.
I don't know how to... look,
advice.
I may be an idiot. I didn't know there were pitching lessons because they don't want kids to throw curves and stuff. Because they don't want them to wreck their arms. So what lessons do you just teach them how to throw a fastball?
Probably.
Teach them how to throw it over the plate?
Teach them accuracy?
At a little league level? Yeah. I didn't know there were pitching lessons for kids that young.
I got to imagine that there's just baseball lessons and somebody can teach them how to throw a pitch better.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was ignorant to that, so we'll see.
That's not bad advice, especially if the season's almost done. Maybe just chalk this season up to a loss. Get some pitching lessons. I'm available. $75 an hour. I'll teach your kid how to pitch.
It's a good opportunity to see how much your kid wants this. It's not that big of a deal. So you get to see, okay, you come to daddy because, that's easy to do. Go to daddy and go, hey, I really want to pitch. Help me. If the father goes, dude, I think this is what you got to do on your own. And the kid can, we'll see how bad the kid wants it.
Yeah, you got the entire offseason to work on your pitch.
Yeah.
And if you want lessons, I can help that make that happen. Not me personally. I'm saying.
No, you can't help make that happen. You batted 0, remember?
I had a good arm.
Good arm for really?
I was a catcher.
Did you throw anybody out?
Hell yeah!
Really? Threw a lot of people out?
From my knees, like Benito Santiago.
Why do I have a feeling you're like my son and you're not as good as you thought you were?
Well, I wasn't like a top 3.
Okay, here we go.
I didn't make the All-Star.
Were you bottom 3?
No, I was decent.
You were decent and throwing people out.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you that.
I spent a lot of time working on it because I saw Benito Santiago throw from his knees, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So every day after school, I would just be on my knees throwing balls at my garage.
That doesn't sound right, but you know what? If you just tuned in, now you know why Steve's the way he is.
That's why my neighbors thought I must have been like something wrong with this kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the middle of the street on my knees throwing a tennis ball at a garage.
Yeah. That's right, buddy. Look where it's got you.
What's wrong with this kid? Get on your feet, kid.
All that practice got you to right where you are right now.
Damn straight.
Yeah, buddy. There's a well-known pop singer who loves the TV show Survivor so much. Ooh, Sarah would love this. How about this? She loves the show so much that she will surprise contestants that didn't win with money. Wow, that's cool. How about this pop singer just actually gave a Survivor non-winner $100,000 recently? You're going to hear what happened at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me, and I knew how to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Naloxone can reverse an opioid or fentanyl overdose. Carry it with you. For more info, go to PreventOverdoseWA.org. A message from the Washington State Department of Health.
Hey y'all, it's Garth. The Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, I'm trying to test myself here because whenever we talk about pop singers, I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is.
Okay.
But I think I know who Sia is. Is she the one with the wig, with the half white, half black wig?
Yeah.
And it covers her whole face almost?
She's had different looks, but yes, that is one of her looks. I think she was also the one that was rocking a Mariners cap, if I remember correctly, on like SNL. I could be wrong. I remember there's some... I don't know any of her songs. Long story short,
I know her look. I'm with you. I don't know what she sings.
Thought I saw her.
Chandelier is one of her big songs.
I have no idea. You want to hum it for us a little bit?
The chandelier. She does the
chandelier.
Yes, exactly.
Everyone, it's very near.
Chandelier, the Spider-Man chandelier song. Yep. Okay.
Don't be scared. Nothing to fear.
All right, thanks, man.
It is.
I got it.
A really nice chandelier.
Okay.
See, I'm nervous right now.
You are?
because we're talking about Survivor, and I have no idea what's going on with Survivor. Are we potentially spoiling anything for your daughter? Because oh my gosh, she's freaking out in the other room already.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
You might need to turn. You might maybe just turn off the radio in the other room.
Okay, so
you're off. You're good. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Spoiler alert. I don't know what's going on with Survivor. The good call, Steve. So, spoiler alert. We're going to talk about Survivor, and what Sia likes to do, because she's such a big fan of the show, is she awards money to people that she loved on the show that did not win.
So I have no idea if this person recently got kicked off.
I know nothing about it. Yeah.
I have no idea where they're at with Survivor. Last time I said the winner of Survivor, and your daughter hasn't gotten over that.
Yeah. So here she is again. Spoiler alert. We're talking about Survivor. I don't know where we are in the season, but here's Sia surprising Carolyn. Carolyn made it to the final 3. She was extremely loud, quirky, and emotional during the show. And here's how much Sia gave her during this podcast yesterday.
We have an amazing surprise guest for you here, Carolyn.
It's Sia Furler. Is this like a fake?
Not a deep fake. This is the world's biggest Survivor fan, Sia.
I just loved watching you, and of course, I loved how authentic you were, and you are by far my favorite player ever. So I wanted to offer you $100,000.
This isn't real. This is like a fake, they're just inserting, because I'm like, what? No, this isn't real.
That would be a mean prank.
That'd be an awesome prank.
Yeah, and Carolyn is really tripping. Like, she's crying. She can't believe it. I mean, it obviously, it's obviously touched her. I mean, $100,000, yeah.
A very popular, I'm not a fan, obviously, but maybe she's a fan, so she knows who she is. So that's also pretty cool that she's watching the show that you're on. Yeah. And then she's like, I want to give you $100,000.
Not the first time Sia's done this, by the way. She loves Survivor. Here she is surprising one of the final 4 contestants from Survivor 44. I hope this is an old one.
Your daughter's not listening right now.
Yeah,
so
and for everybody else, too. He was doing a Zoom interview, and his name is Carson, young student studying at NASA, and here she is giving him $130,000.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I have a very special surprise.
Oh, boy.
Hello. It's Sia
Oh, my gosh. Wait. Before you even start, Sia, I want you to know I am your biggest fan. I'm in your top 0.1% of listeners on Spotify. Oh, my gosh. I am freaking out.
Now I'm your top 0.1% of fans. I really loved you. You definitely deserve a prize. My prize is $15,000 this year, and it's tax-free, so I pay the tax on it, so you don't have to, and I'll help you out whenever I can. Every year I'm able to give that gift.
And so she's given him a total of $130,000 so far with that 15. How she's done it?
That's insane. Also, it's very strange that Sia's just watching a podcast about Survivor or something like that.
She loves the show, dude. She loves the show.
And Survivor 44 is the one that just ended. It ended a couple days ago.
Oh.
So this is all what just happened.
Oh, boy.
So I'm glad Sarah's not listening.
Sarah doesn't know about that.
I guess, yeah. Someone just texted and said, I watched it last night. The finale.
Okay. Wow. Sorry. We did say spoiler a lot.
We did.
Yeah, I thought this was a way old Survivor. I didn't know if 44 was the latest.
So she just watches Survivor and decides, I want to give money to the characters that I like.
Yeah.
How do we get her to listen to BJ and Migs?
I think it's got to be something she likes. I'm not sure this is it. Sorry.
What if we wear bandanas and go, Ode, Ode?
Oh, yeah, put some buffs on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I should learn the terminology.
Yeah, you probably want to learn the terminology if we want to get Sia on board over here.
Yeah. You ever think about these massive superstar celebrities that are rich as all hell, that they just sit around their house and watch reality shows as well?
It is wild. It really, really is. And when you see celebrities who are fans of other, like you said, other celebrities, like we talked about yesterday, Aubrey Plaza, who's a huge Sopranos fan because she worked with Christopher Imperioli.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Imperioli, who played Christopher. And that's because they just worked together on another show. And she was she became a huge fan of the Sopranos. And because she worked with them, so let's check out his show. Ended up loving it. And it's so weird how that sometimes happens. And, that is a cool thing.
So are we safe to let Sarah know it's okay to listen now?
Yeah, Sarah, you can listen again.
Sarah.
Yeah,
you're good.
I like how you told her she's not listening to
That was the test.
You see how I did that, huh? Yeah.
So once again, congratulations to Marsha for winning Survivor. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Is there a person named Marsha on this show?
Wouldn't that be
suck?
horrible if that was, and that's who won? Yeah. But we do know.
Kinda wish.
We do know something, though, Sarah. We do know something about Survivor 44, the latest.
Are you planning on watching it before the weekend's over?
Oh, she's,
No.
I think
coming in.
She might be way behind.
Well, what the hell is she up to these days? Being all married and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. What does she do? Well, Vanderpump. So the Vanderpump ridiculousness, I guess. There's a big controversy there. So she's been doing that.
I don't even know what the Vanderpumps are. Is that a shoe line?
Vanderpump Rules, man.
Yeah, you don't even. I know. It's another reality show. The Bravo guy, what's his name?
Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen rules the world, dude. That guy is making so much bank on all these Bravo shows.
So how far behind are you on Survivor?
I only haven't watched last week's and this
Okay,
week's, so
okay.
I'm very caught up.
Yeah.
Yoda,
Yeah.
yoda, yoda. Do you want me to tell you what happened?
No, seriously, when you tease the story about Survivor, I literally got so triggered because last season
Who saved your ass?
you did.
And who ruined your ass
you
last season?
ruined
I
it.
learned. I felt bad for ruining your ass.
Yeah. So do
ruined
you
it too
do you
good.
remember Carolyn with all the tattoos?
Why did you even bring
Is she
it
from
up?
this season?
Yes, she's in the top 6.
Wow.
Yeah, good job. Just want to know if you know her.
So,
Sorry.
so did Sia give her $100,000 because she didn't win?
No, that's not necessarily true.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
I thought she was from a different season.
No,
I thought she was from a different season.
I just said this.
You read the story.
And I told you.
I didn't hear you say that. The other person that she talked to.
Yes, I
was
said
from-
this is the latest one, 44.
Yeah, that
I'm
I
glad
know.
Sarah
That's the
didn't
other
hear.
person. I thought
That's
the first
both of them.
It doesn't say both of them on there. It just said
but
literally the headline says Sia gave one of the contestants money. And there are two people on here, so I just assumed it wasn't Survivor 44. Blame the headline.
Well, let me guess. One of the players is Carolyn, which I thought she was in the running to win.
Blame the headline that I just read in front of your daughter.
Right there, it says Sia gave one of the contestants. Well, there are two stories where she gave money to people, right? So I figured the other
that's not the first time that she's done it.
Right. I thought it was a previous
But why
one.
even bring up a name when we
Because I
moved-
thought she
we've
would know
moved
this
on?
person from a previous Survivor, and I thought she would find that to be cool that a previous Survivor person got money from Sia. That it
Well,
wasn't
why
the
would
one.
Sia give a previous Survivor
she loves the
contestant?
show.
But right now, wouldn't she give the money
back then?
Back then?
Well, I thought they were kind of telling us like, here's what she did
I
before
just
one
texted
time.
just came in and said, BJ, bro, come on.
I had no idea.
No, it says that she gave one Survivor contestant $100,000. The other one she gave $15,000 to.
Where does it say? But it doesn't say
That's
that
what
on
it
the
said
headline.
in the audio.
Well, not in the headline.
You weren't paying attention.
I wasn't paying it. You're right. If I was
even
paying
bring it
attention, I
up when
would've
we brought her in the room. We moved on from Survivor.
I thought she knew who this person was from a previous year.
I
didn't
know
it
who
was
she
this
is
year.
because in my world, she's still on the show
Is
fighting
she?
for $1 million.
Oh, no,
So
Here's what it says, though. It doesn't say that this person lost.
so Sia's just so generous that on top of her
Yeah.
winning $1 million, she's also going to give her $100,000.
That's how Sia
too.
rolls.
Nice effort.
Yeah, it's how Sia rolls. You don't know.
Nice effort.
Well,
Cool.
Come on.
Thanks.
Come on. I didn't tell you who else. Do you want me to tell you who else?
I will murder you.
Okay,
No.
Look, I did it on accident.
Yeah.
This was a
I did it on accident, too. I thought this was a previous winner.
You are an
Or
idiot.
loser. Yeah,
How?
I am.
Like,
I thought it was a previous loser.
Exactly.
There's too much.
Well,
there's too much to keep track of.
It's good to know that Carolyn doesn't win. That's kind of upsetting.
How about you watch a show? Why don't you watch a show when it's on TV?
Oh, now we're blaming her.
Yes. You know what? Blaming Sia. Stop being so generous, Sia.
Wow.
Keep your money. Help the children.
I mean, that's good.
I love that we brought you in the room.
I know. Thanks.
After we had you sit out and not listen to that whole segment. Out of respect for you.
Yeah, I turned y'all down.
Yes.
I know you did. You did a good job. Well, there's another name you didn't hear, so at least you didn't hear that.
Great. Thank you.
Well, you know, 5 of the people still have a chance.
I mean, yeah, Carolyn had a really big chance, though. She was a whack job.
Well, that's
But,
why. Yeah, that's
like,
Got nice tattoos.
She does? Yeah. I mean, she looks good
That's
for her
that's
age.
probably
How
what-
old is she?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sarah, the whack job never goes.
50s.
What?
The whack job never
she looks
wins the
really
whole
good.
thing. People usually hate the whack job at some point that they're not going to vote for them. The jury never votes for the whack job, do
No,
they?
I mean,
feel like they're all whack jobs.
Yeah, and I thought for sure she would have got voted out way before because she really wears her heart on her sleeve.
Well,
and
you're right.
This, that, and the other. But now
36.
Oh, maybe
She's
she
36.
Maybe she doesn't look that good for her age.
I thought she looked like she was in her 30s.
Yeah, well, she's 30. I thought she was younger than that.
Oh, I thought she was older than that.
Okay, then. Well,
yeah, and so now she's like found hidden immunity idols. She's being socially really well. So you're kind of like, wow, okay, maybe she's like
she found the Sia immunity idol, apparently.
Yeah, she sure did. Now
this is like BJ ruining Steve's pregnancy announcement.
Oh, I think that is not.
I feel like this hurt somebody more than that one hurt me.
I mean, I'm pretty hurt right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Take it easy and calm down. It's not worth getting that worked up or upset about something like this. It's not your life. It's not even reality. There's far more important things to get upset about, Sarah.
It is reality, and I get upset about everything. So chill, texter.
My sentiment exactly. The texter is right.
This is on brand.
Go out and live life.
Touch grass.
Go out.
Are we shocked I'm getting so worked up over a reality show? No.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched a new TV show yesterday, guys.
Yeah, it's like you're a Tourette syndrome guy. It's just like, okay. What was the show that you watched?
Fubar.
Oh, I heard that's supposed to be good.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's show on Netflix.
I didn't realize it was out yet.
Yeah, it just came out, I think, yesterday.
Well, that actually is a show that I've heard. Well, I'm looking forward to hear what you think.
Yes.
Yes.
I
the
like
hell
it.
kind of review is
I
that?
haven't finished the first episode.
Did you fall asleep?
No, my wife did, and I wasn't really sure if she was liking it or not anyway, and there's some pretty violent scenes, so I'm feeling like I might be just watching this on my own.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the first episode.
Well, that's good news. Because
if you like Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's not like it's not like the greatest thing ever. But if you like Arnold Schwarzenegger being Arnold Schwarzenegger in an action film, this is good.
Is it a film or a TV show?
It's a TV show, but the first episode I thought was going to be like 30-ish minutes. It's like 45 minutes to an hour, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's long, but it's comedic. It's got action.
Oh, that's cool.
I enjoyed it. And good violence.
Oh, you got to love good violence.
Yeah.
All right, Fubar on Netflix. I because he just signed a deal with them, I think, didn't he?
Well, I mean, at least he's doing this series. It's like the first series he's ever done, I think. TV stuff.
I think he's got a lot. I think he's got some other things in the hopper after this.
Documentary
that's
coming out as well on Netflix. Oh, it doesn't look like the critics like it. 50%.
Oh, what does the audience say?
76.
All right. Well, here's the thing. You have to, like you said, you have to have a flavor for Arnold. I think you called it.
Yep.
If it's getting 50%, but 78% love it, it's the Arnold people that love it.
It's fun. And that's one of the critics says the consensus is it's just okay. I think it's more than okay.
So that means it is just okay then by anybody else's standards.
It's slightly above okay.
But for even you to say it's slightly above okay, that means it might really be. You kind of. All you said was yes. That was just like it wasn't a. I love it. I mean, yes is kind of.
Well, because I haven't finished it.
All right. Well, when you finish, you get back to us.
All right.
You let us know if it's more than a yes. If it's a yes, or if it's a yes.
Well, how about you give it a shot? Why not? What? If I give you don't believe in my opinion on shows, but then when I'm like not 100% on something, then you believe on my opinion on shows?
Here's the thing. It doesn't draw me. I'm kind of, it doesn't draw me in because it's not in space. I like Arnold in space. Not a fan of Arnold when he's not in space. Just doesn't draw me. But if it's like sci-fi, I will go.
So if in the background while he's doing the things on this show, we just inserted
Yeah. That's all. That would get me in. I never watched Conan. What's the Get to the Chopper?
Commando? Predator or Commando?
Well, I did watch Predator. Was that from? I forget but whatever the Commando. Like when it's not something sci-fi with Arnold, I don't care. That really is. So it takes me a lot to really. I did like True Lies, but that was a fun comedy, and I like Tom Arnold and Jamie Lee. So it's going to take a bit for me to watch.
What about Pumping Iron?
I did not watch that.
It's free on YouTube.
All right. Well,
just
thanks for letting me know. Because as you know, I always come to you. Go, Steve. I don't have anything to watch. Can you please give me suggestions? My TV is just empty. I got nothing to watch. Thanks, buddy.
Well, good luck to everyone who's left on Survivor, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Hey, though. As far as you know, the next episode, she's still in there.
Dig yourself out of this hole,
please. She's still in the next episode.
Is she? I don't know. Maybe she got eliminated last week.
That's what I'm saying. The one you haven't seen, she's still in, right?
Well, yeah, but then I know she's not going to win.
But you don't know how far she goes.
Oh, yeah, because that really matters.
What if she made it to the final 3? What if she's the final 3 people?
You don't get Jack S for being in the final 3.
You get $100,000 from Sia.
Well, I guess now she does.
See, here's what I'm thinking. Does Sia give it to somebody in the final 3? Do you have to get in the final 3? There's your mystery. Does she give it to people who don't win, or do you have to make the final 3 for Sia to give you the money? Because I will say this. I won't say the name. One of the people made it to the final 3, and that Sia gave them the money. But I don't know who it was, if it was the person you know or the person you don't know. I don't know.
But it wasn't both of them?
I don't know.
I just want to have BJ keep talking because eventually you're just going to completely spoil it.
Yeah, he's going to say the other name.
It's good mystery to see if Carolyn made the final 3s.
Were you hoping for good mystery?
I was so hoping for this kind of good mystery, Father.
Well,
Thank you.
You know what? It's a lovely consolation prize.
No, it's
You know
not.
what? I'll tell you what.
Woman just invested weeks of watching the show
on my cable bill.
Oh,
yes,
so
she
you
has.
should have the right then to spoil things for her.
You know what? You don't want to have things spoiled? Go get your own house. Go get your own job. Otherwise,
I still feel like you would somehow spoil all the shows I have recorded on my own cable box.
Who's left? I want to guess who wins.
Oh.
You can't. You already know who doesn't win.
Yeah, but I don't know everyone else.
No, don't say it. Your face will reveal it, and she'll be ticked
I don't
off
know
at
who
you.
won.
No, you know who didn't win. We said that.
Well, clearly you've already said that.
No, there's the other person.
I don't remember that person.
You will when they say it, and she'll see your face, and then she'll be mad at you as she's
I
mad
hope
at
it's
me.
kind of fun for her to say the names, and then we guess who we think won Survivor.
Oh my God! Okay, if you want, you know what, Sarah, you go ahead, Sarah. That way, I'll take the heat off of me
I'll cover my
when we
face
say
so
that
you can't
person's
tell.
name.
I'm going for 2 that I want.
Okay, who do you
now
want?
that it's not Carolyn.
Okay,
Carson or Jam Jam?
Carson or Jam Jam?
Wait, there's someone named Jam Jam?
I don't know if you're joking
No.
or not. Yeah. Okay, so wait. I don't know if Steve.
Guilty. Look at him.
What?
Look at Steve. He's an idiot. You know what? Welcome to my.
You're
would you like-
drooling.
Yeah, Steve.
You're drooling.
Steve, come on over to Idiot Island. There's plenty of room, Steve.
Is that a nickname or a real name? Jam Jam.
You know
I don't know. What did Sia write the check to him for?
I have no idea about this. I swear to God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not pokering you.
By the way.
No?
No, I promise I'm not pokering you.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
Carson-
that's a term.
Yeah.
Carson and Jam Jam.
In the mornings.
Those are right too. BJ's looking at you real upset.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You did
Joey said
everything
guilty.
wrong.
What did I do wrong?
You so effed this up bad.
Oh, now he wants to deflect. I didn't do anything wrong.
I gave you a chance not to do this.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, you did.
All I said
You
is
had
that
her
his
named
real
it.
name.
Yes, and she named names, and you got busted.
In what way?
The way I told you would. Your face would reveal whether you knew a name or not.
I don't know if it's a nickname. I don't remember the other person's name that we just talked about.
Well,
I'll be honest with you.
You would
got
remember
busted.
Jam Jam.
But maybe there's another name. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. No, that's his name.
I'm just curious.
That's his name. His real name.
Yeah. So here's the one thing. He's trying to allege that Jam Jam has a great chance because he says he doesn't know who that is.
Wow, okay.
That's what he's saying.
I don't know anything. So you guys are reading way too into this.
Here we go.
I'm curious now who Sia gave the extra $100,000 to, because then I'm
See?
going to come marching in here
Mystery.
next week.
Mystery.
Who's that better actor out of you two?
All right, we've got a play-by-play announcer.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you really did.
The only thing I said is
even
watch.
Danny looked at you like, oh, brother.
Oh, no, I've checked out of this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening
Oh, thanks,
anymore.
Danny.
I don't know who that Ham is, and I have no idea if he won or lost.
Ham. We got a baseball play-by-play announcer who accidentally talked about the size of a player's package while on the air. Yeah, you're gonna hear.
Talking about his Jam Jam.
We got the audio of somebody's Jam Jam at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com.
Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is U.S. EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me, and I knew how to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Naloxone can reverse an opioid or fentanyl overdose. Carry it with you. For more info, go to preventoverdoseva.org. A message from the Washington State Department of Health.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. An ESPN and SEC network announcer made a pretty vulgar slip of the tongue while announcing a baseball game in Alabama. Here is Tom Hart trying to say, turn the clock back, but instead he said black rhymes with clock, which is a whole different statement. So he said, instead of saying turn the clock back, he said black rhymes with clock. Here's how it sounds.
We can't turn the we can't turn the clock back. I know it's after midnight. We can't turn the clock back and turn it back into the mid-'80s.
I love the guy that's with him. Just goes, oh.
I mean, look, definitely you've got clock, you've got back. I can understand how you can mess those words up.
Right.
Yeah. And at the same time,
timing wasn't the best, though, based on the race of the baseball player that was hitting at the time, too.
Yeah, that is the problem. I don't know what's going to happen to this dude. I hope people think it was just a mistake and not a thing, but gosh, you just don't know nowadays.
I feel like this is one of those ones where most people would just be like, yeah, you probably don't ever want to play Ted versus the FCC.
Right, yeah.
Because it's like a tongue twister for this guy.
It's very much, yeah. Turn the clock back is not what he said. And
you could hear it in his head. He's like, I can't believe I just... Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you could just tell like he was having a very hard time after that.
Yeah, he kept saying it, too. I'm trying to... I can't believe I just did that.
Next year when they do the turn the clock back promotion, he's like, I'm taking that day off.
Yeah, let somebody else read that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's embarrassing. Let's hear that again, Danny, real quick. And this is Tom. It's Tom Hart, who unfortunately is an African-American player for Alabama at the plate when he's trying to say turn the clock back, but instead he says black rhymes with clock.
We can't turn the we can't turn the clock back. I know it's after midnight. We can't turn the clock back and turn it back into the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
Was the after midnight part him being like, it's late?
Yes.
Cut me some slack.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what he was trying to say. Guys, this is a late game.
My mind is mush. I should be in bed right now.
This is a late game for me, boys.
Still, one of my worst on-air faux pas that didn't intend for it. We were talking about, it was back when I worked on the old show many, many years ago. And I think we were talking about Carrie Underwood when she was just like an American Idol person.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, she was just starting to get into the world of country music. And someone on the show said, who is Carrie Underwood? And I was going to say she's a country artist.
Oh, no.
But I didn't, I had a pregnant pause in the word country that I didn't mean. And before I could finish the everyone in the room just started laughing. Because they were like, I didn't mean it. And it wasn't even me trying to be like, like sometimes you say things stupid because you know it's going to be stupid and you expect that people are going to react to it. This was so unintentional, innocent, and I really just meant to say that she was a country artist. And it did not come out that way.
Oh, man. I would love to hear that, just to hear.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Yeah. I was so scared I was getting fired that day.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, this is not good. I didn't mean it that way. I mean, I turned red, and I almost just wanted to run out of the room because I was like, this is not going to go well.
Those are the best moments when it's not you.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Everyone else had a blast.
Man, I would have had a great time that day.
Yes, it was kind of like a moment where it was like, I still to this day, whenever I see Carrie Underwood on television, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was I called her a certain word that I didn't mean to call her.
Oh yeah, that'll stick with you.
Yeah, it's like a reminder every time.
That's awesome. Oh well. There you go. Still, I don't know who's worse, Carrie Underwood or this guy trying to turn the clock back.
That one might be worse.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Loudwire has done us a favor. Loudwire.com put out a list of legendary rock albums that don't have a single weak track on them.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
This is, I always say, it's like the front to back records.
Yeah.
Like you can listen from the very beginning all the way to the end, and it's, you know that every song is, as the kids would say, a banger.
Yeah, I suppose you can always, it's very subjective.
Oh,
yeah, very, very subjective. Where it's like, I don't know if I like every song, but still, if there's 80% good music on an album, that's a win.
Dude, these days, 50%, I'd be happy. But because there's some like I would personally be like, this album's great from beginning to end, but I could also understand why someone else wouldn't feel that way. Whereas there are some records where I'm like, if you like this band and you like that genre, I feel like every single song is like, for me, the one that always pops into mind would be Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel like there's a bad song on that record. And if I think you're a GNR fan, you would probably agree.
On the list, by the way.
Not surprised.
Yeah, on the list. I have to tell you, because I've been a guy that's really, there just weren't too many albums I bought and listened back to front. I just always went and got the popular music and thought, because I got burned. I go, I'm so tired of buying albums and they're just not good. It's like the only 3 songs on here are the ones that I like. Why don't I just buy the singles?
That's why you kids don't understand how good you have it. You could just stream something and you don't like it, you just move on.
So true.
Whereas when I was a kid, you saved up your money. You sometimes waited outside. You hoped that it didn't get sold out, and you got that record, and you're just like, oh, man, I can't wait to listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers record. I'm so fired up to hear it. And then you get home, and you're like, oh, this isn't as good as their last record, and I just dropped $13 for this. And you get mad.
Yeah.
Like, never again. It's like that kind of mentality.
You feel cheated.
Yeah.
It's like, man. Danny, do you have an album that you believe front to back is fantastic?
Oh, man. I would probably say Smash by The Offspring. It just front to back for me. That was one of those albums that I could listen to. But
Not Ixnay on the Ombre, huh?
I do love Ixnay on the Ombre. Honestly, I probably like Ixnay more, but just in terms of actual, listenability, I think Smash, and I think that's why it was such a big album.
It's funny you say that because one I also thought about, and I'm sure it's is Alice in Chains Dirt.
Yes.
And everybody loves Alice in Chains Dirt, and as do I. But I think that record is perfect from beginning to end, but it's not my favorite Alice in Chains record. I love Facelift way more.
Oh, really?
Because there's songs on that record that just are on a whole other level for me, like Love, Hate, Love, and It Ain't Like That, and We Die Young. Like, those are songs that to me are their best songs.
Yeah.
But as a collective album, Dirt is a way better record.
Yep.
Isn't that wild? So you acknowledge that Dirt is the popular choice front to back best, but you front to back best, it's not yours.
Right. But don't get me wrong, I love Dirt and I love, but I'm more of a fan of Facelift. If I had to pick if they said listen to an Alice in Chains record right now, I'd put on Facelift.
There's only one album that I can say that I listened to in its entirety on this list.
Ooh.
And it's not 10, which, by the way, it is on this list, though. Pearl Jam's 10 is on the list.
Of course it's on the list because it's perfect, BJ.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I never listened to it.
It's a perfect 10.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any of these albums front to back except the one.
Oh, wow.
And it's an older one. We're going to go back to the 70s. I don't think you'll guess it. But they've come back into popularity. I know a lot of the young kids started to listen to these people again. And one of the band members just passed away and had a song written a song was written by a big pop star that inspired her about her passed away bandmate.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac.
There we go.
Mix.
So Rumors, back to front. Yeah, I would say that's a really good album.
Which apparently that was their 11th record.
Wow.
So
I know.
It's kind of crazy because usually when a band gets to even like record number 5, people feel like, oh, you've lost the magic. You know what I mean?
They had so many incarnations of Fleetwood Mac. That's the other thing too, Steve. I think that the Rumors group, which actually had Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joining Christine McVie and Mick Fleetwood and the other dude who I can't think of, John McVie.
they were only together, I think, for an album previous. I think there was an album right before Rumors, which was a whiter album than the White Album, if you will, the Rumors White Album. And otherwise, it was another, like, I don't think Stevie and Lindsay were on those albums, if I'm not mistaken.
But that's just crazy because more often than not, though, it's like that first record, a lot of people would say is the best for a lot of bands. So
yeah, isn't that crazy?
To be honest, I've never listened to the record.
I'm
not a big Fleetwood Mac person.
I don't think you would.
I like a couple of their songs.
Yeah, but this isn't you.
But I promise you, like, when I leave work today, I'm not going to be like, oh, need to put on some Fleetwood Mac.
What if Fleetwood Mac's Rumors is your 10? Like, I could look at you and go, dude, you got to listen to Rumors.
Unless they cover Why I Go Home and Porch and Black.
That's the thing.
Then maybe I'll listen to it. It's one it's not on the list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's truly one of their best. And a lot of people would say that so much for the Afterglow is Everclear's best record, but for me, it's Sparkle and Fade.
Oh, yeah, good call.
I listened to that record.
Yeah.
Front to back, not a bad song on it.
I haven't listened to the whole album, but there's a lot of stuff on there that I like, so I probably have. I did not even realize it. But I do like Everclear.
Some people are saying Green Day's Dookie.
Yeah. Danny, front to back, what do you think? Or is there a couple of clunkers on there you don't like?
Oh, no. That's a perfect record to me. Yeah, I agree with you. But for me, that was one of those albums that I came into later. Like I got into Green Day with Warning, not even Nimrod.
Wow.
And so
Some say Warning's their worst.
Right.
Which I love, don't get me wrong.
No, yeah, it was because it was all acoustic. It was something they hadn't done before. But that got me into Green Day and then went back and listened to all their other stuff. And yeah, Dookie was one of those ones that was like, wow, this album. Where was I? Well, I was 8. That's why I didn't listen to it then.
Come on, man. You should be listening along if you at 8. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to upset some Green Day fans. I felt like, or people would be like, I, for the longest time, felt like they never put out a bad song.
No, I agree.
I thought even if I wasn't a huge fan of certain songs, they were all really great songs up until I feel like after American Idiot, then they started putting out some clunkers.
Oh,
and I don't. Maybe I haven't spent enough time enjoying them, but I felt like from their very first, like those EP that slapped out, Happy Hours, whatever the hell it was, and Kerplunk, like they were all great songs. Like they were really well written pop punk songs. And then American Idiot, phenomenal record. And then after that, I was so fired up for the next record, which I can't remember the name of it, but
21st
I was like,
Century Breakdown.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, not bad, but I don't think any of these records would make the cut on any of their other albums.
You know what? And I agree with you completely, especially with that assessment. The only exception that they had between those ones, which no one liked these 3 albums, and I don't know why.
Is it the Uno Dos Tres one?
I loved those. They had some great songs on them, but I feel it's because they did them in such succession.
It's too much.
There was probably like 50 songs, and no one got through all of them except for like true like Green Day fans. And then since then, it's kind of been nothing that's been true to Green Day form, and it's kind of been like kind of sad actually.
Yeah, it's just give it up, man.
They should go back and write Dookie all over again.
And here's the funny thing. I love their last album, and Danny and I we do not agree on that last album at all. And I really like the last album because it's such a departure.
It was okay.
Well, I get why it's okay for you guys because it's definitely not Green Day like but I love them dipping into all the different genres of music that they did on that album. I felt, but yeah, if you like burgers and all of a sudden they decide to serve something else at the restaurant, that's going to be tough.
It better be tasty.
Yeah. Highway to Hell, which is that the first album with Brian Johnson?
Yeah, right, because that's the one that has Back in Black. Which
one was first? It was Highway to Hell second? You might be right, Steve. Back in Black.
Back in Black was the first record.
The first one.
That was like the introduction of Brian Johnson.
Yeah. Highway to Hell then, which I think was the second one then probably. That one they're saying, front to back, no bad songs on Highway to Hell.
I mean, I can't argue that, but
Highway to Hell came out before, it says.
Really?
It says it came out in 1979 and Back in Black came out in 1980.
So it's Highway to Hell with Bon Scott?
We're on a highway. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
It's Bon Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I have in my brain that's Brian Johnson singing that song.
Probably because you've seen so many live videos of that.
Yeah, Mandela Effect. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that? And, of course, that was his last album.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Well, isn't that bizarre? Because even though Highway to Hell is considered a great album, I feel like they had much more success with Brian Johnson. I feel like they got much more popular with him.
But this isn't about success as album sales. It's about what pound for pound every song on that record does not suck.
Yes. Yeah, though you like Facelift better, but is there a better Alice in Chains album than Dirt than anybody thinks of though?
No.
That's right. That's what's so bizarre is I think a lot of these records, like for Rumors was the best album for Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
You can't. That was just the most successful one. I think people also argue the Blue Record by Weezer. You always have that fight. They're nothing after the Blue Record. Like they started sucking after that.
So that's on the list.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you haven't listened to that from front to back.
You know, I may have.
Mr. Weezer guy.
Here's the thing.
Now.
I may have because I just downloaded a ton of songs just in a row of all their top songs, and I probably have, not realizing that they're all on the Blue Record. Because I just have a ridiculous, skillion Weezer songs on my playlist.
So it's a Master of Puppets, the perfect Metallica record, all killer songs. Can't argue with you on that. And honestly, I'm surprised that on this list, the Black Album didn't make it. Because I know, some Metallica fans, myself included, other records besides the Black Album. But I can't argue how popular that record was. And I just actually listened to the entire record yesterday. And I was like, man, this is a really great record. It's pretty phenomenal.
See, I don't know what what they're judging it on. If it's just total taste, because neither one of those albums on this list.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's the taste of whoever wrote the article.
Which is kind of dumb. I mean, you have to have
articles about anything.
I would like to know why they're saying the front to back, because... Yeah, you've got Nevermind by Nirvana.
Yeah, I can't argue that one.
No. Super Unknown by Soundgarden. These are front to back. There's no bad songs.
That's a funny thing because that's another one where I like other Soundgarden records more than that one. But I would lose that argument with somebody to say that that's not their best record from front to end.
Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles, which I think I have heard that album in its entirety, but I'm not a huge Beatles fan. I don't know if I don't know if I love those songs.
That's the one I'm the Walrus.
Yeah.
And Strawberry Fields Forever.
Yeah. I mean, those are...
Good thing I'm not singing the song.
Yeah.
I'm the what?
Honestly, I think you got to be high.
Oh,
I do. I'm not making fun of them.
You don't have to twist my arm, BJ. Let's go.
I just feel like with
who's holding?
With some of those Beatles, psychedelic albums, and I think you got to be high. Just like a lot of Pink Floyd albums. How about Jimi Hendrix? Are you experienced front to back?
Funny. I like Jimmy a lot, and if he's on in the background, I enjoy him. I never sit down and listen to a whole Jimi Hendrix record.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Never have.
Never once.
Yeah, it doesn't occur to me to do so.
He's kind of like the Doors to me. I like all of his hits.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm never really going to sit through, the songs that haven't been hits. I don't know why. It's just never been a thing.
Led Zeppelin 4 by Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah. You can't deny that one.
Dark Side of the Moon, okay. With Wizard of Oz, of course.
Of course, and Mushrooms.
I don't know this. You probably know this better than me. OK Computer from Radiohead?
It's considered a classic.
Okay.
It's another one of those ones where I like some of their other records more.
You don't like anything. You're like, you know what? This list is crap. I got my own list.
I like the record that came out before that one a little bit more personally, but it's another one of those ones where you have an argument with a music critic. They're going to go nuts about OK Computer by Radiohead. That's considered their masterpiece.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take your word for it. How about White Pony from the Deftones? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's on board.
Vicky's in on this one.
That was the first Deftones album I ever heard, and I just put it on, and let's just say young Vicky had a real good time with that album.
Yeah, man.
Dude, ladies love Chino, the singer of the Deftones. He's got something about his voice. It triggers certain feelings in certain areas.
Really? I wasn't even going to say his voice. That entire band, you put that, they could just do music, and I know many people like Vicky who are just like, man, that just gets me in the mood. And I'm like, what is going on?
It's like a metalhead version of sexy R&B music.
It really is.
It's so weird. Yes.
I'm going to have to give that some listen because
Put it on your boom boom mix, BJ.
I don't think VJ will.
I don't think VJ. I'm pretty sure you're not going to vibe with it.
No,
you're probably right because I think I've heard the Deftones before and they have not hit me the way Vicky's saying it hits her.
Even their aggressive songs, like the loud, kind of angsty songs. Some reason. Ladies just go nuts about. And I'm not saying it as a negative thing. I like the Deftones a lot. And White Pony, agreed, is a phenomenal record from beginning to end. But I've never understood how they became basically like the Luther Vandross.
Do you know why, Vicky, or is it just something that happens?
For me, it's because you do have your heavier songs, but then you have more slower songs. I don't want to say chill because that doesn't seem right. But it just feels like different. You can be different versions of the porn star you, if you will.
It feels like there's a groove in all their songs.
Oh.
That's what the drummer lays down a really good groove, whether it's fast or whether it's kind of got a little bit of a mid-tempo vibe.
So there's something that hits all the right things.
And the singer's kind of breathy when he's singing.
Oh, you gotta love that.
And
it's just so sexy.
And a little moany, if that's the word.
Breathy and moany will do it for me.
Yeah, I've tried that style of singing.
Yeah.
And it gets me kicked out of karaoke bars.
Every time.
Okay, yeah, here we go. See, look, basement's flooded for Vicky.
Yeah, there it is. Just atmospheric.
Yeah, it doesn't get me in the mood. I feel like I'm about to be murdered.
There's that groove.
See, there's that groove I'm talking about.
Yeah, the groove. This makes sense. Okay. This is like...
BJ, you should sit down. You look like you're very excited.
This is like murder porn.
Did you understand?
For gothy girls.
Yeah, you
Makes
understand Vicky
sense.
now better.
That makes sense.
It's kind of like vampire-esque.
It's like American Horror Story.
Wait, here's the part where the shirt comes off.
Oh, yeah.
Shirt's off.
Okay. I get it.
It's the groove.
It is a
Yeah.
Definitely like a hip, like belly dancer kind of wanting to. Well, okay, I'm gonna need to not reveal stuff about me. Never mind.
Yeah, that's...
I thought I was the only one that did that.
Just
when I
like,
listened to the Deftones.
That makes sense. So he is definitely blending the right action at the right time. Good for Chino.
And I don't know if that was ever I don't know if they ever expected that it was going to be the reaction they would get from a fan base. But it is.
Yeah, that unless he one day just played it for somebody and next thing you know, he had a great night and said, I think I got to bring this to the people.
He said, guys, you won't believe it. I've written some songs that will get us laid.
Yeah. Really? We're in. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What is the square root of 225?
11.
No.
12.
No.
13.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh, so sorry, sir. Remember, if there's a 5 in the number, then 5s are involved somehow.
55.
15.
Oh.
Good job, buddy. You want a shot at PDC? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Makes it 847 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me, and I knew how to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Naloxone can reverse an opioid or fentanyl overdose. Carry it with you. For more info, go to PreventOverdoseWA.org. A message from the Washington State Department of Health.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. It's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Get the latest on country music, from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial-free. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. We got our loud and local band of the week. It's The E. You're listening to our loud and local band of the week, The E. You want to find out how to get their music? Just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Getting ready for a big tour to support their brand new record. Their first album, BJ, came out last month, and it's called Tangle Wide.
And if you're loving local music, be here Sunday nights at The Rock. It starts at 8. 2 hours. Great music from the Pacific Northwest. Bands like The E.
Beat Migs. I know I am because we made it. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Hey, get it. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
It's looking gorgeous out there. Yeah. And for a lot of us, it's not just a weekend, but it's actually a 3-day weekend.
It's not too shabby.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yes, I hope everyone has some fun plans or doing nothing, which is also fun as well. Let's get to our contestant. We have Dan from Seattle. Dan, are you there?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Dan. All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Dan has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Lego Movie has a very catchy song titled Everything Is What?
Pass.
What is currently the most popular dog in the U.S.?
Chihuahua.
No.
Shih Tzu.
No.
Labrador.
No. What holiday was originally known as Decoration Day?
Christmas.
No.
Halloween.
No.
4th of July.
No. What color is the F in the Facebook logo?
Blue.
No.
White.
Yes. The highest temperature ever recorded in the U.S. was in what state?
California.
Yes. In what gland is human growth hormone produced?
The thyroid.
No.
Pass.
What spirit can be made from potatoes?
Can you repeat the question?
What spirit can be made from potatoes?
Vodka.
Yes. What building is on the back of the $20 bill?
The Capitol building.
No.
The Pentagon.
No. You got 3 correct, Dan.
Oh, damn. That, yeah.
It was a little rough.
Yeah, it was a little.
You know, a lot of times I have the faith in the contestant, but I kind of think Steve's going to pull this one out.
Yeah.
If Steve doesn't pull this one out, then he has failed this city.
You definitely say Steve's going to pull it out.
I think I do.
No, I feel like out of context, we could have like a whole just montage of you talking about me pulling something out, and then your dad confirming that I should pull something out.
I just know you well.
Then you saying how hard it is, and I'm like, what's going on? What are we talking about? And then I find out it's about trivia that's hard.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, this trivia was hard for Dan, but I think you're going to pull this one out.
I hope I do.
Are you ready?
I don't know. Yes. I'm not sure anymore.
I don't think so. The Lego Movie has a very catchy song titled Everything Is What?
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
What is currently the most popular dog in the U.S.?
I'm going to go with a lab.
No.
A golden retriever.
No.
A Shih Tzu.
No.
No, sure.
What holiday was originally known as Decoration Day?
Christmas?
No.
Decoration Day. Halloween.
No.
Thanksgiving.
No. What color is the F in the Facebook logo?
Ooh, blue.
No.
White.
Yes. The highest temperature ever recorded in the U.S. was in what state?
I'm going to go Florida.
No.
Hawaii.
No.
Arkansas.
No.
Arkansas.
In what gland is human growth hormone produced?
What?
In what gland is human growth hormone
Pituitary.
produced? Yes.
Yeah.
What spirit can be made from potatoes?
Vodka.
Yes.
Yeah.
What building is on the
Very
back of the $20 bill?
What building? I'm going to go with the White House.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the largest pyramid in Egypt?
Oh my gosh. The pyramids. The
No.
Egyptian pyramids.
No.
Taj Mahal.
No. What?
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
That's in India, but thanks for trying.
Thanks so much.
I was trying to think of in Vegas.
Yeah.
They got the Sphinx.
Oh, the Luxor.
They don't have the Taj Mahal in Vegas.
Sphinx.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The Luxor is the pyramid.
Yeah, even you getting that one wrong though, you won 5-4 or 5-3.
Yes,
Dan,
I'm back.
You really had an
I mean-
opportunity, Dan.
Wow.
Good job, anyway.
All right, there you go, buddy. There goes Dan. Have a good weekend, man.
One day late, but I'm doing this one for the woman herself.
Oh, yeah, because she passed away yesterday.
In honor of Tina Turner. I'm better than all the rest.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Glad I pulled it out. It was hard.
But you did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You did.
Some of these I didn't think were going to be that difficult. The current most popular dog in the U.S.
German Shepherd.
It's a type of bulldog.
Oh.
English Bulldog.
French.
Oh, I
Yeah.
would not have guessed that ever.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yep.
But
Yep. What holiday was originally known as Decoration Day?
Is it Black Friday?
It's very timely.
Oh, Memorial Day.
There we go.
Why did I guess that? That's always the case.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right.
'Cause
That's
they used to decorate the graves. That's why it was called
and
that.
I was going more towards Christmas decorations. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and you kind of got the rest of them.
What was it? It was the pyramid one.
Oh, the largest pyramid in Egypt. Anyone?
Is it Giza?
Yeah, the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
You would have never
I only know that. I only know that from Caesar, our buddy, because he was just out there.
You really acted like you knew the answer.
I thought I did. I clearly was wrong.
He was
It was
way
not on the
wrong.
tip of your
Not-
tongue.
No, Giza was not.
Yeah.
Well, you
Said,
still
what's
won.
the name of the bassist from Ozzy's band?
Yeah.
He's from Black Sabbath.
Or, see, I
would have
know.
said Geezer.
I know because I'm an old.
Oh, old Geezer.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Well, you still won, Steve. Congrats.
That's honestly, that's all that matters. I needed to stop losing.
I know.
Stop tying.
Yeah.
Felt good.
Nice getting back.
Even with just a 5.
I don't care.
Be proud of yourself.
I'll pat that back so hard, it'll turn red. I don't care.
Don't pull it out when you do that.
No, I clearly won't because it's too
All right.
hard.
Very
The game.
Hey, yeah. It's time for Listeners on the Loose. Your time to pick the topic, your time to guide the show. 206-803-ROCK, that's the number to call. That's also the number to text. Your calls, your text at 917 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Kia of Puyallup. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic and you guide the show. And all you need is this one number, 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text, 206-803-ROCK. If you get through, follow the rules, brother.
Simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're gonging you. And then we say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
And then we then. No, and
then we then.
No, and then we then.
And then we then.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
Somebody said, hey, this is Ryan. I said hi to Danny at Sweeney Todd. Looks like I'll be scanning tickets again. So I'll see you tonight, Danny and Joe.
Let's go.
For Les Mis.
Yeah,
so excited.
Danny and Joe are becoming like the Broadway people.
They go to 2 plays.
Yeah.
Did Joe go with you to Sweeney Todd?
He did not. My lovely lady did.
So when your lovely lady want to go see Les Mis tonight?
She's out of town.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is why Joey gets the call? Because your date's out. Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. She was not stoked on Les Mis when I told her about it.
Yeah, I don't know her all that well, but I get a vibe that she's not a Les Mis type of a girl.
Yeah, but at the same time, she likes experiences. But yeah, no, Joe's my second in command.
Joe loves experiences.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He is the stand-in girlfriend all the time.
Joe, are you getting dressed up?
You know, we were talking about that, and I feel like if I'm going to be approaching women after the performance to hit on them, I probably should be looking pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to try and hit on girls after Les Mis?
This is his plan.
100%. I've already got 2 lines ready to go.
Can you please let us know them?
Do you want them? One of them, I don't know if I can say.
One of them.
Okay.
He hit me with one last night, and that one should be a surprise.
Okay, what about the other one?
You want to get the other one? Okay, let me get the other one up. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't screw it up because I have to have it perfect.
Are you going to show up with like a little like cue card for yourself or?
Well, no, see, I like to make sure that I have the phrasing right. I'll practice it before, just a little bit so I know. Okay,
He'll run his lines.
Yeah, I got to run my lines.
It always shows when you do them before, yes.
Well,
practice them.
Fair.
But you also are drunk. Are you planning on getting drunk before Les Mis?
Of course.
Yeah, we're bar hopping in Cap Hill beforehand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Here we go.
I heard you were looking for a stud. I've got the STD. All I need is you.
No.
Yes. I've got the STD. That's perfect. Yes.
She's out.
I would like
I've
to
heard that one before, and I've always thought that's the dumbest pickup line in the entire world.
Yeah.
Who would use that?
Me.
Joe.
Joe's going to use it.
Well, good luck. I bet that's going to go over really well. Well, you never
Yeah.
know. You might meet someone who has herpes, and they're like, yes.
Yeah.
Well, guys, did you imagine it with me in a fancy jacket, though? Because I think that'll sell it.
The fancy jacket is what will make it.
I feel like you got to say STD a little less like STD. You got to be like, I got the S, the T, and the D.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
all I need is you.
That is when I would call the police.
Me too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll call them even before I say it.
I have the D. All I need is the STU.
The S, the T, and the capital D.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know what Les Mis is about, so
I honestly don't know either. I went to it.
It's somebody named Miz, and you're trying to see if you can get some action.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the word miserable is in the name, guys.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen to you when you watch it.
I'm excited.
Wait, that's what that means?
Yeah.
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Huh.
The miserable people.
This is why I was actually so surprised when I first brought this up to Joe that he was so.
Joe, this isn't a fun. This is not a fun play.
No.
Wait, so the women are going to be unhappy after they leave the
Probably they're not going to be in the mood. This is why I think your pickup lines will put a little happiness in there.
I don't know if they're going to be unhappy, but they surely aren't going to be fired up and looking to get laid.
But a little humor goes a long way after a play about IBS downtrodden people, which I do believe that's what Les Mis is about.
I don't remember. It was very. I wasn't.
It looked like they didn't have a good life. A lot of the people in the play.
That's the type of Broadway that doesn't really do anything for me.
Nope.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I went and saw Mean Girls. That was cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
But the S, the T, and the D, all you need is you. That does something.
See, I feel like that would work after a Mean Girls play.
Yeah. We'll see if the Les Mis crowd goes for it.
Oh, I think they will.
Just get all wine drunk while you're there.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll be drunk beforehand, so that's going to make it a lot.
So just double down and get extra drunk.
I cannot wait for drunk people to see Les Mis.
So is it going to be a thing? You guys are going to go to all the Fifth Avenue theater plays?
I hope so. That'd be awesome. I honestly love live theater, and so at this point, if we can go, I'm always down to go.
Look at Danny. He's all cultured.
I'll let you know after this one.
Yeah, I know. Joe's going to be in and out.
This is a tough sell, man.
Yeah,
I don't feel like this is going to go well for. I can't wait to hear Joe's review on next week.
This wasn't a good first play for Joe to go see with you.
Yeah,
this may affect my performance post theater.
Yeah.
If I'm not in a good mood, I don't know if these lines are going to go over well.
Yeah, you might want to get some of those stiffy pills at the gas station.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Performance pills.
Okay. Something's going to hurt his performance. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
206-803-ROCK. It is listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. Call us, text us.
Oh, that's nice. Migs, great seeing you at Five Guys yesterday from Matt.
Oh, Five Guys.
And then also shout out to DJ. Met him in the parking lot. I was just meeting people left and right yesterday.
What are you doing at the parking lot? What are you selling?
You don't need to know about that.
All right.
Selling hugs and love.
Hugs and love. You know, I think the love is what you can get arrested for, but you do you, brother.
I drive my car to get an oil change, and so I had some time to kill, so I didn't want to make my wife come and get me. So I was like, I'll just go to Five Guys. It's a couple blocks away from the Mazda Puyallup location. So I was like, I'll swing by there, and man, I'm so glad. I knew it too. I go in there, I order the food because they got like a good veggie sandwich. Mm-hmm. It's really, really good. And then I'll get a small order of fries, which is not typical of me. Like, I'm medium or higher at least.
Oh, so you went small. You decide, I'm going to be responsible.
Well, no, it wasn't being responsible. I know their game.
Yeah.
I know what they're going to do.
Oh, what are they going to do?
Because I make the order, rung me up, super nice. Like, here's your order. Put a couple extra fries in there for you, sir. And I was like, yeah, I know. I've lived this.
So you got a medium even though you ordered a small.
No, dude, I got like a triple extra large.
Oh, wow.
I should have taken a picture.
Wow.
I got the small little cup of French fries, and then inside the bag was the equivalent of maybe 3, probably 4 extra orders of small.
Oh, wow, that's nuts.
It was insane.
Have you ever been to Five Guys, BJ?
I have, but I don't remember getting that many fries.
Dude, they always dump fries in the bag.
Wow.
So if you ever go, and it's not, what's my figure? It's like, you just don't need to spend the money. Just get a small order of fries because you're going to at least get a large order.
That's a good life hack.
Oh, my. And then, of course, like, I was trying not to eat too much. And I ate mine. I'm like, let's have a couple more out of the bag.
Next thing you know,
the bag's empty.
Yeah, baby.
And I don't regret it one bit. Those fries are amazing.
I have to, that's the thing with Five Guys. I don't know if I like their fries or not. And I don't think I've ever ordered them, but I bet I've had the excess that everybody has in their bags.
The fries are, they cook them in peanut oil. That's their.
Well, I don't mind peanut oil.
That's why when you walk in there, it's all the peanuts, all just like all around.
I like that.
Yeah, so
I'll have to try. It's been a while since I've been to a Five Guys.
So good.
But, there's so many places to go. But you know what? Next time you get is that what I should ask for if I'm making a parking lot deal with you? An oil change?
Yes.
Is that the code?
Yes.
All right. Then Jimmy can meet you in the parking lot. Hey, Steve, want that?
I was so random because it was like I was just now walking around aimlessly, and then I ran into the guy DJ, super nice guy. I met him a few times, loves the show. And he kept going. He's like, I don't mean to keep you. I'm like, I don't know when my car is going to be done. You're not keeping me from anything. Like I actually have zero plans. Like it's so freeing. It's so nice. Like when you're not in a rush to get anywhere because I'm like my oil's being changed. That sounds weird, but
yeah, that's again. What was Jimmy doing?
I got nothing going on. I'll talk your ear off. Actually,
good for you, buddy.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Five Guys, open schedule, getting your oil changed. Also getting your car worked on, too. Wonderful, wonderful time.
So it said, Migs, since I know you're a fellow plant-based weirdo, I love that someone called me that now. It's the term.
You said it, they did.
They said, while you guys are in Dallas, you have to check out the Slutty Vegan. It's awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're also going to go to that restaurant, too.
That was my first thought. I'm like, what, dude, I mean, come on. Like, it turns out there's like a restaurant chain. Mostly it's in Georgia, but they also have one in Brooklyn, New York, and in Dallas.
Okay.
And it's called the Slutty Vegan.
How do we not have one here?
That's what Vicky and I were just saying after we found out about this place. I'm like, this place would kill in Seattle.
Yeah, because didn't we have a place called High Maintenance Bitch?
High Maintenance Bitch, yeah.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah, my friend Lori, that was her place.
Yeah. I mean, so how do we not have the Slutty Vegan? I think they're missing out.
And that was like the dog apparel. This is just all burgers, like Impossible and Beyond Meat. But, dude, they're not like... They're like ridiculous over the top looking burgers, man.
Oh, and that looks like a food truck, but they have restaurants?
They have a food truck. They also have they're like super small looking restaurants, but like you just kind of like walk in and like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those like.
Hey, I'll have a burger with you, buddy.
Okay, yeah, because these burgers do not. They almost like look like they're like just messy looking burgers.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, dude.
I got a problem with that.
All right, so we got to go check out the Slutty Vegan.
Yeah, we do. Hopefully they have some slutty shakes.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You can make vegan shakes, can't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
No, we'll have to find out. I just want a
Slutty V can do it all, buddy.
Don't you want a Slutty Vegan shirt?
Yes.
They also have merchandise you can get, like fake bacon that's called Slutty Strips.
Slutty Strips, look at that.
Their seasoning powder is called Slut Dust.
Wow, I don't know.
They also have Slutty Water.
Hey, love that slutty water.
And their drink cups, I can't even say what they say on them.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Are they bad? Like they're really...
It's a bad word.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good for them.
But yeah, they have a burger called the Fussy Hussy.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, look at all those burgers. Oh, and
they got the Side Hoe.
And they got dogs.
Yep.
I see dogs. Looks like chickeny things.
They got a Hollywood hooker. It's like it's like a Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, there's a lot there to try. There's a lot there to try.
The super slut.
Yeah.
That's got a bunch of guacamole on it.
Man, that looks good.
Good news. This is right down the street from Shot Topic. So we can go drink and then go get our slutty vegan on.
Excuse me, what is Shot Topic?
It is a Hot Topic inspired bar for all of us elder emos out there.
That's
And
hysterical.
They play all of the emo music that I love, and they also have all of the shots that you could possibly imagine there.
That is a great
I
name.
am so in for that.
It's so fun.
Shot Topic.
Yes.
Shot Topic?
Yep.
Oh, man, I need to go swing by Hot Topic and get some apparel.
No, you don't need to, because they have an entire merch wall that has like band inspired shirts, but they're all Shot Topic shirts. So you have like Nirvana, they have the Misfits, they have different ones, but it's all Shot Topic.
That's
stuff.
brilliant.
It's amazing.
Is it local or is that also a chain?
That's they only have one in Dallas.
Damn.
I feel like that will take off somewhere else.
Yeah, Shot Topic seems like they need to strike while that iron's hot. I feel like everybody would go there.
You know what the best part about the slutty vegan one? All the names of their stuff are like completely like inappropriate, but then they have a kids meals. And the kids' meals just say, eat plants, kids, cheeseburger. Eat plants, kids, chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be careful. You
I
don't
want to
be
try
canceled.
their PLT. It's a sweet jerk plantain with lettuce, tomato, and slut sauce on a vegan Hawaiian bun.
Oh, okay. I want to try the slut sauce. I wonder what that is.
Me too.
I just think this place would kill in Portland and Seattle.
I feel like it would. You're right.
Right? Like, why is it in Dallas?
Well, Dallas is a big city, Steve.
Duh.
I mean, so they can have more things.
Yeah.
We're being a smaller city. Maybe we just don't. There's not enough room to be successful. I don't know. But the bigger the city, the more you find cool stuff like that.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, I like burgers. I don't care. I'll get them.
I like slut sauce.
Yeah, you do.
Well, who doesn't? All right, it is listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's your number to call. That's also your number to text. More of your calls, more of your texts. We'll take them at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is U.S. EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
At Columbia College, you can invest in your future without sacrificing today. Online, in-class, and virtual options save you time and money. Take the first step toward earning your accredited degree. Classes start soon. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Let's go to Joe Dredd in Seattle. Joe, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, my friends.
Morning, Joe. What's up, buddy?
Okay, well, so I was listening to that segment you guys are doing about albums that are good all the way through.
Yes.
From beginning to end. And just to throw my 2 cents worth in here, my pick is the very first Pretenders album.
Oh, that's interesting. That's going way back.
I wore out 3 copies of that on vinyl before it came out on CD. That's how much I love that album.
Wow. It's been a while since I've listened to that album, to be honest, Joe, so I'd have to go back and see.
All right, well, the main reason I'm calling is I think we have a challenge here for this weekend. You guys brought it up, and I'm going to throw it at you. I think with Memorial Day weekend, we got 3 days here, and I'm pretty sure if you go on YouTube, you can find all of Pearl Jam's 10 and all of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. And I think both of you guys should sit down, listen to these albums all the way through, and then make notes, and then come back Tuesday and compare notes.
Oh, so we have to listen together. Because I was like,
that's not going to happen.
Okay, because I'm not going to go find BJ to listen to.
I think that is a wonderful idea for Steve to listen to Rumors all the way through. Great idea.
Joe, I would do it in a heartbeat. If BJ will listen to Pearl Jam.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well, come on, BJ. What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem, BJ?
I have things to do, Joe, that don't involve listening to Pearl Jam's 10 all the way through.
Well, you can't take 45 minutes out of a day.
Now you know what? You've figured it out. Yes, you are correct. I cannot.
You could be driving somewhere and put it on. You could be on the crapper. You could do whatever you want.
You don't, Joe. I think you don't understand. Steve does not get bothered by anything. This is the first thing in the history of me working with him that irritates him. Every time it gets brought up, he gets pissed.
Because it's utter bullcrap.
That kind of power I have to keep. That's the only thing I got on Steve.
How about this, Steve? You do the Fleetwood Mac Rumors and get ahead of them.
Well, look, as you were speaking, what am I pulling up on my Apple Music? Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Boom. Joe, I'm going to do it as a solid to you.
Wow. I am so stoked.
You know while I got you here, while I got you guys here on the phone, hey, Steve, I got something for you.
Maybe you should stop backing up into that wall you're about to hit. That maybe before you even think about it.
I think he's going to honk the horn.
Yeah, okay.
That's my man.
There we go.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take care, Joe. Check out Always Human, his KISS tribute band. They're awesome.
Yeah. Well, enjoy Rumors, dude. I think you'll have a good time with it.
It's only 40 minutes, man.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
I can listen to it on my way home today.
Go right ahead.
I will.
And by the way, when you get back next week, I still will not have listened to 10.
I say, I know Go Your Own Way. I like that song. I like the Dream song from the commercial.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm already 2 songs in.
Is that what Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow on that one?
I got Gold Dust Woman. I know that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Don't Stop's on there.
There you go.
Oh, dude, this is going to be easy work.
Oh, easy peasy. Mac and cheesy. You're set.
Sweet.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you know what I'm not going to do this weekend?
Listen to Pearl Jam.
There we go. How do you feel about that? He's trying to look like that he's not bothered. And
no,
he still is
I'm
bothered.
trying not to curse.
Yeah,
because my first thought is,
I can't let this go. There's no way that this magic power I have over you. There's no way I'll ever listen. I just can't ever listen to 10 because then I'll have lost this.
Can I say this is dark?
Oh, whoa. Wow.
But whenever that day comes when you decide to leave this planet,
yes, sir,
I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
First of all, to make sure you're gone. No, I'm kidding.
But don't blame you. You really got to check.
I'm going to be there. And I'm gonna slide a couple earbuds in your ear.
Oh, are you?
And during the entire ceremony, I'm gonna play Pearl Jam's 10.
While I'm dead?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to tell you. I don't. You know how this works, right?
I don't know. There might be a soul in there. I don't know.
No,
I feel like it's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, there's no soul in here right now. So
but if there was, I'm gonna make sure if there's any kind of weird afterlife thingy that involves your ears still working.
Yes.
You're going to listen to Pearl Jam's 10 before you put 6 feet underground.
If you're going to come to my funeral of whatever it is, I have no problem if you want to play 10 in its entirety.
Wouldn't that be weird if all of a sudden someone saw me doing that? Like, what are you doing, sir?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, that would be
Why are you putting headphones on this guy, earbuds in this guy's ear? He's finally going to listen to 10.
Yeah. And they go, sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave the state. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show, 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
Since we're sticking with the dark conversation, this guy, someone texted and said, I don't know if you guys saw the interview where Brian Cox talked about why he didn't want to watch his character's death on Succession, but it got me thinking, if you were going to die on a TV or a movie show, how would you like to go out?
First off, gosh, I feel like such a loser that I have not watched Succession at all.
I don't even know what Succession is.
It's on HBO. It's a gigantic show.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about. I think about a family of people in the world of finance, I think. Brian Cox is a great actor. I've seen him in other things. I have no desire to watch this, but everybody just raves about what a great show it is. And I think this is their final season.
Huh.
So I feel lame. I feel like
Oh, I guess the series finale is this Sunday.
There you go. So,
how funny is this? I'm reading this article and it says that, he doesn't want to watch him die because he says my own death will come soon enough. And he's 77, which is kind of a crazy thing to say.
I don't blame him. That's a really good point. You just never know when in reality you're going to kick the bucket.
Okay, though.
I hope this wasn't a spoiler, by the way, that he's dying.
It was earlier in the season.
Okay,
apparently.
good.
So, sorry. I'm reading text about shows I don't know. I didn't intentionally mean to spoil
Yeah, you probably did if people are waiting to binge the whole... Some people do that. They wait to binge the whole thing.
Well, hey, good news, Sarah. He didn't win in Survivor.
He also did not win.
His character's already dead.
Brian Cox did not win in Survivor.
Didn't win Survivor.
So, if we could die...
If you could pick a way to die in a movie or a TV show, how would you want to go out?
Oh, man.
I got mine.
Okay, what you got?
I mean, it's the biggest fear when I'm on the freeway. I might as well go out that way. A bunch of logs come off of a truck.
Final destination.
And just take me out in the most glorious way.
Oh, yeah.
They all hit me.
So many people who, when The Walking Dead was on television, so many celebrities said, please let me be a zombie.
I think Scott Ian from Anthrax was one.
Yeah. And so a lot of folks got to live that dream. As a matter of fact, some of the actors, because, The Walking Dead had a cast that rotated all the time. You didn't know who was going to live or die in that show. Nobody lasted that long, really. And so a lot of them, some of them were depressed. They were like, you know what? I did not get to be a zombie. They just killed me off and they stabbed me in the brain before I could turn. And they were like really bummed because they wanted to be zombies. But I think for me, I would like to die in space.
Oh, okay. Like Gravity?
Yeah, well, like
George Clooney?
Maybe maybe Star Trek transporter accident. They're beaming me up from a planet and something happens and I don't come back and I'm just gone. Because I've seen that happen a couple of times. It's kind of a scary death, but, it's kind of like, beam me up, Scotty. And then just have him fighting. Captain, we need more power. Captain, more power. Try inverse phase. And then.
Are you wearing the red Star Trek shirt?
I have to.
Right? Isn't that the sign that someone's going to die?
I got to wear the red shirt. Otherwise, it just isn't right.
I do have a close second. I just thought of if we're involving like celebrities taking us out.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool if Chucky killed me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome if I could be in like a Child's Play film or a TV show and Chucky takes me out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if maybe Darth Vader just cut me down. That would be kind of cool. Like that would be really cool.
All right, Vicky. How you going out in a movie or TV? See, it's not that dark because it's a fake world.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not talking about death, really.
It's pretend dead.
Yeah.
I definitely want like some sort of jump scare, like, oh no, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm dead. So either like getting hit by a bus at the last second
That's a good pick.
Or like, I just want to scare people like, no, you're fine. Or
Funny
even,
hit like a bus. You know how somebody's always for comedic stuff, they just get completely wrecked?
Hey, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah,
or
that's
like,
a fun way to go.
Scary buddy, like alien style, where just something explodes out of me. Just
It doesn't sound right, but I know where you're going with that.
Freak everyone out. I have to go out epically.
Alien style, even to this day, alien style does freak me out.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, I think I'm fine now. And then, it's like, there it is.
I think I read that in that movie, they didn't tell people what was going to happen, the actors, so a lot of the reactions were real.
That's cool. If I was an actor, I'd be like, you son of a... All right, let's see. Danny, if you had to die... Actually, can I tell you? I just want Danny to die. I don't care how it is.
Yeah, well, that's a little dark.
Yeah.
Now
Is that too dark?
Yeah.
But it's fake death.
BJ.
It's fake death. Oh, okay.
No, I'd want a serial killer kill me and then bake me into a pizza and then eat me.
Okay, oddly specific.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've thought about this a million
you
times.
said I was dark.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want Darth Vader to have a fight with me and I lose. He just wants people to eat him?
Just to troll Danny, I want them to put pineapples on that.
Yes!
Dang it, I didn't think about that one.
That I will support. Matter of
Then it
fact,
becomes a comedy.
and since I look like, the Green River Killer, Danny, I'll help you out with that.
Oh, God, all right.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah.
I want to be accepting either an Oscar or a Grammy or something. I beat out everyone.
So in this movie,
In
you're
this movie,
accepting...
I am a star.
Okay.
And I am doing my acceptance speech, and the person who lost to me is very upset about it and runs up on stage and just stabs me to death.
Oh, my God.
And steals my Oscar
This sounds like
trophy.
the sequel to like Showgirls or something like that.
Yeah, I thought about this too.
This
I
is
can tell.
horrific.
I see it in your eyes.
I mean, because Mom and I are going to be there. This is going to be horrible. But we'd be
Well,
so
you guys
proud to
will-
watch you at the Oscar, and then you get stabbed.
You'll see me take my last breath.
That is not what I
I
want to
won't
see.
because I never watched the Oscars. Can it be like the MTV Music or Video Awards?
Yeah, it could be something cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get.
You'll watch the YouTube clip.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, and just like blood going
Do
everywhere.
you want them to stab you with the statuette?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Just takes it from my hand and just bashes me with it.
Oh.
That would be epic.
Amazing.
And just is sticking out of me.
This is my award now.
Yeah.
This is dark.
And
I
then
think it's
eats
getting
you.
dark.
Oh, yes, of course.
With pineapples on you.
Yeah. Can we stop
A
eating
little
human
sweetness.
beings?
Yeah.
Can we really stop the eating the human beings? I really don't want to
That
do
was
that.
Danny's idea. He's all into
I know.
cannibalism.
Danny's probably just binge watching Yellow Jackets, and that's his issue. I don't need enough of that. I don't need any of that.
Yes, but also Sarah's dream is to get eaten after she dies.
That is my dream.
I don't want to know that about my child, who I don't know where
Did
you
just
get
show
that
that
from.
picture to the in-laws? I mean, we can't do that, right? What?
They're the two exceptions that
Okay.
they
What time
don't
is
have
the,
to eat
what time's
me.
the long weekend start, Steve? Can we leave now? I'd like to leave now.
Oh, yeah, you're still in the room. My bad.
Yeah.
Everybody
thanks.
else has to eat me, but the in-laws don't.
Nobody's going to
Seen
eat you.
enough. They've been scarred
God,
enough.
dang, this is not, no.
All right, Joe.
Joey's probably going to save this family because at least he's normal.
I hope it's like he finally meets a girl and they're about to like make out. And
she
like
just kills him.
Okay. I was thinking like
Why
a
is
bus
it,
hits him.
can't somebody just die of natural causes on this show?
Steve,
I
you're
mean, what
totally no. He's totally right. I want John Wick to kill me after I steal his next wife.
Oh, it's tough. Wife or dog? I don't know which one would get him to kill
Just
you.
don't mess with his dog, man.
Yeah, I feel like going out John Wick style would be great.
Yeah, you get one of those long 10-minute action scenes. You just get your ass kicked.
Dude, the last John Wick, it was the dumbest but greatest thing ever. They had a fight on stairs, and he climbs all the way up the stairs because he's got to get somewhere before time runs out. And they kick him all the way down. There must have been 1,000 stairs. He fought, shot, killed, punched, and you go, okay, he finally gets up the stairs, and then somebody comes down and boots him all the way down this 1,000 stairs.
That's like Jason Statham,
So great.
transporter level of absurdity. That's like Steven Seagal level of absurdity.
And he's literally got like 20 seconds left before the deal is off, and he basically loses. And I'm like, and I'm looking at Joey D's going, how the hell is he going to get up these 4,000 steps with all these assassins? And he's got 20 seconds. And of course he does it.
So instead of a big medieval time period movie fan, I like to be battling it out with the Vikings and get decapitated by a Viking battle axe.
Very nice. In Paul's bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Viking Town.
I like that your head just fully just gets chopped off and then goes rolling.
And you can do that with sci-fi with like a lightsaber.
Dude, that's a cool way. You get to see some people have died that way. I mean, Anakin did that to Christopher Lee's character, to Dooku. Dooku got beheaded.
Well, and I don't think it's a spoiler, but that television show Fubar, there's a scene in it where like a guy gets shot because there's like a bad guy involved, obviously, and he gets shot and like the blood just splatters all over like this band that's playing at the time.
Oh, dude, it was horrible because
I'm watching. I'm like, this is awesome.
That is great, and he didn't win Survivor either. That guy lost.
No,
yeah, so that,
no.
I will never forgive you.
Not to spoil you, not to spoil
Thanks.
them.
Thanks.
Yam Yam. Yam Yam got killed in Fubar and didn't win Survivor.
Jam.
That whatever his name is. I don't know.
And we don't know if he won.
We really don't. We're
We
just
just know
saying
he's one of
names to
the
piss off
finalists.
Sarah. If it turns
And it's
out
working.
Yeah. What if it turns out that Yam Yam wins it all?
Well, first of all, his name's Jam.
Whatever. You know what? I'm the vegetarian version. We call him Yam Yam.
I feel like I need to go home now and like binge watch
Yes, you really do.
last 2 episodes.
It
Just
is
so
impressive
I know.
that you're on social media and you have not
I
had
haven't.
it spoiled. That's
Yes, I was trying to do that. I was trying to avoid.
You can blame
I see, like,
Sia. Sia keeps giving money to all the losers.
No, I'm going to blame BJ and Steve. Okay?
I did not do anything wrong.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
true. You did actually warn me this time. Okay.
Yes, I was looking out for your best interest. Then we brought you in the room and your dad just spoiled it.
Because he's not the brightest.
Thank you. You know what?
And yes, I still watch Survivor, everyone, okay?
You're not the only one if it's still on
I know,
television.
but I feel
It's
like...
his 90th season. I think. Why not?
And I've watched every one of those seasons.
You surely have. And it's always a plot twist, like somebody tries to put a buff on and stay on the island. It's really amazing.
Whatever. It's a great show still.
Okay, and they don't feed the people. That's Survivor. Thank you. Hey, we got a big question that has to be answered. It's not who won or lost Survivor. It is about Ryan Castle. What do Ryan Castle and Quentin Tarantino? Well, that'd be a good guy to die in one of his movies. What do Ryan Castle and Quentin Tarantino have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Quentin Tarantino have in common?
Big Uma Thurman fan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm joining in on that one. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I hear they're remastering Kill Bill, making it 4K. Ooh, that's a nice thing.
Dude, I sat down and watched Pulp Fiction a few days ago.
And?
I just was looking for something to watch, and I sat down and watched all of Pulp Fiction. I probably hadn't done it in 20 years. Still holds up fantastic.
Still great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Ryan Castle and Quentin Tarantino both have a weird obsession with booger sugar.
Oh, I did not know that Quentin Tarantino had a weird obsession.
Both have a weird obsession with
know that
feet.
it's a weird obsession. Most people would call that a well-documented addiction.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, people that actually have problems with booger sugar, it's not like they're really subtle about it.
Both love Steve's feet. Just came in.
Now people are very subtle about that.
And both use the F word a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Quentin Tarantino, I didn't know this. Apparently his next movie is going to be his last movie. At least that's what people are saying. It's called The Movie Critic. And apparently it takes place in 77, California. And it's based on a guy who really lived but was never really famous, as he used to write movie reviews for a porno magazine, or a porno rag, as Quentin calls it. So that's what the movie's going to be about.
Do we really need reviews on porns?
Yeah. Or did he write like real movie reviews for a porno magazine?
That could be awesome.
Oh, that's a
for the people that read the articles, right?
You might be right, Ryan. It might actually be that. I don't know. Now I'm kind of interested.
Either way, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. I'm also intrigued about Ryan's 12-pack. Not really. But that is next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Inside School of Washington is open to all Washington State residents grades K through 12. We have a personalized approach to education. Whether it's college credits with dual enrollment, career readiness, or credit recovery, we will accommodate your family's needs. The 23-24 school year enrollment is open now. Go to k12.com/ISWA. That's k12.com/ISWA to find out more. We've been around for over 12 years, doing online schooling successfully. No tuition fee and a high success rate. The support you and your student need. k12.com/ISWA.